Watch out.
You don't want this back?
Huh?
You don't want this back? Put it in the front. Right back.
Yeah, that went.
Yeah, it's gonna make it either fall that way.
Which way?
It's gonna blow this way.
You know the spring coming early and early. Time speed up.
Yeah, it is, man. It is.
You can hear the recording song.
We live?
Yeah, we're live.
Watch out. Let me see the also one. It's cool. I'm gonna man it too.
Good? Yeah.
Yeah, we live.
All right, Shalom, Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out there. To you believers out there, I just, want to say Shalom to you brothers as well too. We the Great Millstone of Gary, Indiana. Here to prophesy today, once again, week in and week out, day in and day out. Want to make sure you brothers is out there, measuring the times, very diligently, man, as the scriptures tell us to do, man. And we're going to start off in 2nd Ezra chapter 9.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, starting at verse 1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right, the Lord said, make sure we measure that time, man. You get that definition for me?
It says a certain size amount or degree something by using an instrument or device, marked standard unit, or by comparing it with an object of a known size.
Right, and that instrument is the scriptures, man. Right, and how do we compare that instrument, man, with the today's events, man, that's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? What the Lord told us to do was to measure the time. Pretty much, we can see in what's going on in today's world, man, through the news and the media, man. Okay, and that's how we be able to measure, this prophecy, man. Measure the time, man. All right, you give me diligently as well.
It says diligently in a way that shows care and consciousness in one's work or duties.
Right, so we ain't just throwing up just anything out there, We really pretty much we measuring twice and cutting once, and that cut is that understanding. When you understand and know, you can be able to measure up. What the scripture said was going to happen and what's going on right now.
It's still a filtering process. You look at what's going on around the world, you take it, and then you filter it through the scriptures. Line it up and see if it match. That's how you're going to know exactly what time we in.
And that's how you measure, man. Like I said, that instrument is these scriptures, man, through prophecy, man. All right, some more on that.
That was it.
Okay.
That's prophecy is an indicator showing you that the Lord is visiting this place, man. And that's what it shows you that the highest is visiting this place through all the prophecies and actions that's taking place. Like the Euphrates River drying up, the MOTB spreading massive. These are all prophecies showing you that it's like birth pains, man. The Lord is visiting this place, man.
And honestly, it's been a famine of the word. I don't know if you guys been peeping, but around the world, it's a lot of things. It's pretty much brothers not being able to go out as much. You have certain places pretty much canceling the internet where you can't get on. So pretty much that famine of the word is gonna be around the corner real soon. It's gonna come a time you're not gonna be able to see these brothers on the corner. Get that help.
And that's beautiful. It's beautiful that that's happening. Everything that's happening is beautiful that the Lord making a famine of the word come, because we that much closer to the kingdom, man.
And he said it was gonna happen. And that's prophecy in itself too. And by us measuring the times, man. By understanding, hey, the Lord said he's gonna start visiting the earth. Hey, it's gonna be a famine. Not just of bread or water, but of the word, man. Okay.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 2 again. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right, and that's what's going on right now. You know, you see all these so-called UFO sightings. You understand what I'm saying? You see what's going on in the world right now with the earthquakes over there in what's that, in Syria?
Yep, Syria and Turkey.
Syria and Turkey right now. I believe the death toll is like maybe over 50,000 now. I believe so, over 50,000.
It's still going on.
And it's still in counting, man. You know, and I believe that goes into the next verse, right? Yeah, I believe it goes into the next verse. If you can read that, Baba Kusha.
Just to back up what you just said, it was 46 earthquakes in the past day.
Wow.
Damn.
46 earthquakes, man. Hey, in Matthew 24, it tells us that around the end times of what's going to happen. Okay, and earthquakes is one of them, man.
Yeah, it said in diverse places. It said one in Greece, one in Turkey, Alaska, Taiwan, Virgin Islands. So these are all different places, you know, around the world.
And that's how you measuring the time, man. By understanding, measuring what? By knowing what? When the end days and the last days is coming, man. All right. Well, it say in 2nd Ezra 6 and 9, what you know, Jacob is the. I mean, Esau is the end of the world, but Jacob is the beginning of it that follows, man. All right, and that's what we doing, man. We hastening the day. All right, of the Lord.
What was that? My fault to break you off. How many earthquakes did you say happened?
It said 47 in the past day, or 46.
This is Malachi chapter 1 verse 4. It says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. So that's what the Lord is doing, man, throwing this place down, man. Right through earthquakes, right? ICBM missiles is coming about. Every time these people try to build in wickedness, the Lord is going to destroy it, man. You know?
And he's using the wicked to help destroy it.
Yeah.
He's using him to help destroy his own kingdom.
Yeah, that's prophecy as well. That's prophecy as well. Seeing that Esau, Edom, and their own people are exposing the top elites and those that be in power. It says Psalms, I believe it's Psalm 64 and 8. Their own tongues shall fall upon themselves. That's why you have the whistleblowers and the truth, the so-called truth seekers, and basically the ones that expose the cabal and their agenda and all their rituals and sacrifices. All this is coming out because that's also prophecy as well. That believe it's in the book of Luke, how Yahweh Shai basically said, I'll try to find it. That one as well, but
The house to be divided.
now all these will be revealed. There's nothing hid that will not come to the light. I would try to. I think it's Luke 8 and 17. Salaki. Yeah, this is it. Salaki.
I was gonna say, you started talking about whistleblowers. You know, Russia just came out. I think it was yesterday, or the day before. They pretty much saying they're pretty much gonna start deploying nuclear weapons. You know, and then the day before, you know, they just came out with news saying that a high-ranking official just got killed off in Russia. They just pretty much got thrown from a 20-story building, something like that.
Stuff like that just don't happen.
Why would they tell the world their plans? You know, so I'm speculating. You know, that high-ranking official has something to do with that. You know?
I got it right. This is Luke 8 and 17. It reads, "For nothing is secret that shall not be made manifest, neither anything hid that shall not be known and come abroad."
Hey, so the man of sin is being revealed. Esau.
Yep.
It's being revealed in this time, and the Lord is not only using the mouth of the prophets, but he's confirming what we're saying through these Edomites exposing, you know, pretty much telling them themselves.
He lifting up that skirt.
Yeah. Hey, like even right now, like I was watching a TikTok, you know, there's a trend going on. Conspiracy theories are not looking crazy now, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you're seeing that your government is raging war on its own people, man.
His own people, right?
You know?
Yeah.
And then for years, we you know, the prophets, the apostles, starting with the apostles, been bringing these things out, saying these things was going to come. But what people was doing, they was laughing, mocking, and scoffing. They still, and you still got a mass amount of people still sleep. You know? But as the Lord, you know, put the squeeze on the society, using Esau to put the squeeze on the society, man, they're gonna come into it's gonna be a lot late for a lot of you people, man. You know.
Okay, this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, starting at verse 7. Verse 7. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way.
So who's allowing this man to do the things on the earth? It's the Heavenly Father, because the scriptures say what? Proverbs 21, the king's heart is in the hands of the Lord. So it's the Lord to put the spirit upon this devil, you know, to do the things that he's doing, man. Remember, David said, hey, you know, the wicked is the Lord's sword. You know, Psalm 17, roughly paraphrasing, man. You know? So it's the Lord that's allowing this man. Hey, real quick, I got a quick precept. You can finish that up. I think it's Ezekiel 21.
Verse 8. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
Hey, what is that talking about? Hey, the wickedness shall be revealed and destroyed with the what? The power of his mouth? Hey, that's the prophets, man.
Spirit of his mouth.
Yeah, the spirit of his mouth, man. That's the prophet speaking. You know, through actually revealing what this man is doing, man. You know, breaking this man down right now spiritually, and then also they're gonna break him down physically, man. You know.
I got that for you. I got that. Let me just get it real quick. It's, Ezekiel 21:9. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord. Say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. So when you go into that word furbish, it means to polish. And when you sharpen your sword, you know, it's not sharpening the sword so you can just be hanged at and looked at. No, the Lord is sharpening the sword so he can utilize it, man. For war. And in this sense, who's that sword? Esau. The left hand. The Lord's gonna allow the left hand to get busy. Because remember what it says in Psalms, Proverbs 16:4, I believe. You know, all things are made for the Lord. Hey, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil, roughly paraphrasing. So the Lord's gonna allow the wicked to judge the wicked of this world, man. And then after that, Yahweh Shagos gonna come
with his sword.
And judge the entire earth period. You know what I'm saying? It says, it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contendeth the rod of my son as every tree. So it's sharpened to make glitter. The Lord asking, should we then make mirth? But you got everybody in the spirit of mirth.
Right.
You got Israelites in the spirit of mirth and partying, man. And we're coming to the time of the Passover. Hey, was the Lord in the Last Supper, was he in the spirit of mirth? No, he was in the spirit of mourning.
Yep.
Because he knew what he had to go through, man. He had to go through his straight gate to be glorified, man. You know, to glorify Yahweh, you know, first and foremost, and to get the glory, you know what I'm saying? Right. So that way the books can be unsealed so we can get this, you know, so we can get our victory through him. You know?
Yeah, that's what the scripture says. Better to go into the house of mourning than the house of feasting. Right? Because you got to acknowledge the time that you're in. What is there to laugh about? You know, what is there to be cheerful about when we're destroyed, man?
Right, that's what it's called solemn assembly, man.
Yep.
You know, it's serious, man. It's a serious situation we in right now, man.
Precept. Look, I'll finish this one last verse. Verse 11. And ye have given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. The sword is sharpened, it is furbished, to give into the hand of the slayer.
Slayer, man.
Esau, man.
Yeah, just to back up that going into the house of mourning, this is Luke 6:25, straight to the point. It reads, woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for ye shall mourn and weep. Right, so the ones that are laughing now are in the spirit of partying and mirth and joy and thinking that they can be untouched, or thinking that they can't be touched and that everything's going good for them, they're going to be mourning and weeping very soon, right? Because they weren't in the spirit of getting their house in order, getting right by the Heavenly Father through His Son, repenting. You see what I'm saying? But those who are weeping now and mourning right now for all the abominations being done in the midst thereof, in this wicked society and all the things that are happening, the earth being destroyed as we see now, with the chemtrails and so on and so forth, we're gonna be laughing. right? It said at destruction and famine we're going to be laughing. So in Jacob's trouble, when Jacob's trouble comes about, those that were mourning and sighing right now, we're going to be laughing in those days. And then the ones that are laughing right now, they're going to be sighing and crying. And hey, man, Lord knows what judgment is in store for them.
That's
right? And not to say that we're exempt from it. We're just hoping. We're hoping that the Lord has mercy on us, man.
Hey, because it said the righteous shall suffer straight, yet hope for the wide. Hey, everybody gonna suffer,
Right.
even us. But it said also say the wicked shall suffer and not see the wide. Roughly paraphrasing,
I
man.
got that for you.
Because
You know?
I'll try to grab it.
You grab
I
this,
wanna butcher it.
just to back you up real quick. This is Matthew chapter 5 and verse 4. It says, "Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted." You know? So that's the spirit that you gotta be in, so when the Lord come back, he can comfort you. You don't want to be in a spirit of mirth and then he come back and destroy you, man. You know, you gotta get yourself into the spirit of where you supposed to be, you know?
That's money.
If you think about it in today's knowledge, you walk in, you see somebody crying, you're gonna try to help them. But you walk in, you see somebody partying, go, oh, he cool. I ain't gotta worry about him. It's common.
Yeah.
Just think, when you're usually partying, what? You're drunk. You're drunk. That's why the scriptures say be sober. Not actually, you know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing wrong with drinking or whatnot. But it's like metaphorically speaking, when you're sober, you're going to be on your watch. You're going to be watching for the prophecies. But when you're drunk, you're going to be in tune with the world, you know, what's in store, laughing, partying and such. So you're going to be taken as a thief.
You're in the state of bliss.
Right.
You know, you pretty much don't want to know in a sense.
And in the process, time's flying. Like the old Janet Jackson song, "Funny How Time Flies." When you having a good time, that's true, man. You know, you ever been like, been in the nightlife, the clubs.
Yeah.
You partying, before you know you come out the club, it's fucking daylight outside. Like, damn. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's gonna be like to them when these people, when that judgment come, man. You know, like it's gonna be like a thief. That's a thief. You know? I got a precept if I got something.
I got you.
Luke 21:7. And they asked him, saying, Master, but when shall these things be? And what signs will there be when these things shall come to pass? Because the disciples was inquiring of Yahushua, when the sign's gonna be to let us know that you finna return. You know, when the end is finna come. You know, and that's what Yahushua said. He said, take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and the time draweth near. Go ye not therefore after them. And you got that going on. You got bug out saying that they, one dude saying he's King David. One person was saying he's the Lord. Hey, we had a Edomite bitch said that came up there.
I'm the
She was,
Messiah.
she was the Messiah, man. You know, hey, you got that going on, and it's finna go on a larger level, especially as society, breaks down.
Yeah.
You know, it says, be on the lookout possibly for that Project Blue Beam they be talking about.
That's the spirit, yeah.
You know, it said verse 9. But when you shall hear wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must come to pass, but the end is not by and by. And are we not hearing these things? Wars, commotions, Ukraine, Russia, Iran, Israel, and so on and so forth, man. It says, then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And are we not seeing that? And you got the BRICS alliance forming.
Yep.
And then you got NATO, and the Lord, what he's doing right now, he's dividing NATO. You know what I'm saying? From within.
And once that Article 10 go into effect, or Article 5, I believe, go into effect, then that's when you're gonna see all these nations coming together. You know what I'm saying? And in that Third World War, because in that Article 5, if Russia attacks one of the states that's in the NATO or EU, then they all gotta fight. So that's what we waiting on, right? For Russia to attack, or Lithuania or one of these countries that is part of the NATO, you know what I'm saying, and part of the EU. Then that Article 5 is gonna be struck.
If I may, just to back you up, the brother just said he brought BRICS, and the countries is Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. So they're gonna be with the gold, So they're gonna pretty much be a world superpower, because everybody gonna start fucking with this place eventually.
It says he told you that in Obadiah, the people of your confederacy have turned against thee.
And then you look at Brazil, you know, they come with a lot of silver and stuff like that, you know, so that go into weapons and other things.
Now, actually, Russia took their money to the gold standard already.
Yeah.
You know, so hey, the people that's starting to deal with Russia, they're gonna have to actually convert all of their money into gold, man. You know, into the Russia standard, and their currency is backed by gold. You know, I got this Article 5. Yep. I got this Article 5 real quick, just to shine light on it. It says, an armed attack against one or more of them in Europe or North America shall be considered an attack against them all. Right? So you got Lithuania, was once part of Russia. And what is Putin's whole goal? His whole goal is to regain what belonged to Russia. All right?
And you got America poking the bear.
Yeah.
Provoking them. Yeah. Like you heard about the North, how you say it?
Nord Stream.
The Nord Stream pipelines being exploded. You know, which they believe that Babylon has something to do with that.
They then admitted it.
Yeah, man.
On national TV.
Like, so the Lord gearing the nations for war. Because what that's doing, that's fucking up, their economy. You know, and then they believe America had something to do with that damn that earthquake. Because Esau possesses that technology, man, on the left hand, man.
Through his harp system.
Yeah, come on.
You know what I was finding out though? They said it was strange clouds before, like a strange cloud formation right before the earthquakes in Argentina and Turkey, places like that. So you never know. It could be the harp, or it could be a chariot. You never know.
But we know at the end of the day that was all the will of the Lord. We know that for sure.
Exactly.
That's what happened before in 9/11. Strange apparitions came out the clouds, man. You can watch in the videos, you can see like faces, man.
Hey, when that volcano erupted, it's a video.
It's like
it's
a
like the
somewhere.
face, like the dude had like a cape on or something like that, like a demon.
Hey, that's what the scripture says. You know, he created spirits created for vengeance, man. You know, and he released these spirits into the earth to what? Enact his judgment, man. And also to cause, the people to change, to amend. What is that? Second address?
Ecclesiastes 39.
Yeah, Ecclesiastes. Yeah.
You know, it was a good movie that just showed what you talking about. If you go back and growing up watching that old Hercules movie, they had all those spirits and demons locked up underneath the world.
Yep.
But as soon as they released them, you had volcano demons, the lightning and wind demons, snow demons.
Yep. And you got the spirits holding back the destruction.
Exactly. And it was 4 of them, I'm correct. It was exactly 4 of them.
Yeah, because they get it from the scriptures, man. So I guess, but they're trying to merge it in and mix
With a
it
little
with that
folly.
pagan shit.
Yeah.
I got a little more on this. Back in Luke 21 and 11, and great earthquakes, so like I said, earthquakes. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines, and pestilence, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heavens. You know, we're not seeing that?
Yep.
Strange sightings. You know, so now Esau, he's such a devil, he's trying to take control of the narrative about the flying, what they call UFOs, which we know those are the vehicles of the Heavenly Father. It's not to say that Esau don't have some shit up there that he can, you know what I'm saying? Right. But we know for a fact he ain't shooting down the chariot of the Lord.
That's they trying to boast in his power.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. He trying to paint a picture that he can possibly shoot down a chariot.
Literally.
Just last year, a high-ranking Navy official was saying that the chariots was
fucking them up.
100 years to 1,000
Light
years.
years, man.
Yeah, ahead of them.
They said whatever we got. The dude was
mess with
shook. He said whatever they got, we can't defeat it.
Yeah.
But y'all somehow shot one.
Within a
down.
year, now y'all shooting it down.
You talking about one that can go underneath the water, come up, reappear, disappear. Come on. So they got the technology to get here and to lose.
Literally, that don't make sense.
The wisdom that God get all the way to pass the Van Allen belt, all these different galaxies to get here, just for you to shoot them down and lose.
With a little tack shooter.
Yeah, proud, man.
Through his pseudoscience, man. His lying wonders, man.
And then you have
his lying wonders.
You have a dumb patriot talking about, yeah, we got one.
Yeah, that's the Space Force. Yeah.
Let's go, Elon. You know, listen, it's exactly what they'll be saying, man.
Oh, let's go, Elon.
They don't even know they shot down something that belonged to man.
Right.
You know, can't shoot down what belonged to the Lord, man.
It's no different than the fake man moon landing.
Right.
Nigga ain't get past no Van Allen belt. But y'all, the technology got better as the years went. But y'all forgot how to get to the moon.
They lost that script.
Why haven't you been back?
We can't leave.
Right now it should be moon trips.
I ain't gonna.
Exactly. This nigga
Y'all
can find
go
a
to Mars, we
dinosaur.
can't go to the moon?
He can find a dinosaur bone.
You definitely should be able to take a cruise to the moon.
Exactly. You're supposed to be able to buy a ticket and
Come
go to the moon
on.
right now, man.
Esau's a damn liar, man. That's how,
He likes fun.
Psalms 58 will tell you that. And then Kubrick is the one that exposed the whole shit.
Exactly.
He plainly admitted that he's the one behind the damn moon landing.
All they did was take pictures and shit and
That's
suits.
it.
That's
And
it.
the
Green
thing,
screens.
and I think the Lord is so cool because He's in control of it all. So you think the Lord put it on His spirit to expose them, and then also made their eyes wide shut. And then I believe that was His last movie before they knocked him off.
Yep.
Before they knocked him off, because they had to put a hit on him. They had to silence him. He was exposing too much.
Yeah.
And that's what you notice with a lot of celebrities, or they quote unquote go missing, or they end up dying a tragic death,
Not just that, they get locked up.
or they get locked up.
Come back out a whole new person.
Yeah, Lord knows, you know.
I got a precept. Isaiah 47:12. Stand now with thy enchantment and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth, and so be that thou shalt be able to profit, and so be thou mayest prevail.
That's it. It's a gun flying.
Now that's goofy. Info.
Yeah, so the Lord says, stand with your enchantments, man. Your witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? And you fucked up when you created cell phones, because now everybody can record things now. Now Esau, he's panicking. He want to shut TikTok down because info is getting spread. You know, information is being spread out quickly. He don't have no control of that. Who got control of that? China.
Yep.
So the Lord has put him in what it says.
He's straight.
He's in straight.
Derision.
Joe 20, man.
Yeah, shit, I can't have no more.
It says.
I'm finna say, he's still finna start spazzing up,
He
man.
started to lose control of that media.
Yep.
If you really
Walls
think
goes
about it.
in on him, for real.
Because and then the more and more the days progress, you got to prove more and more what he says is the truth. You got to show, in fact, that you are the devil.
Exactly. So bring it on.
It says the more we bring out this truth, the more he's proving us right.
He getting more red.
And it's slowly falling away, man.
At some point, he's gonna say, "Fuck it,
Yeah.
y'all right? Let's get to
They
it."
already did it. They already did it. That's already done this. Said fucking Santa Claus swab, nigga. He said that, bro.
Santa Claus.
You know what I'm saying? He said what? Pretty much he looking for an eviler world, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You'll eat the bugs.
It says verse 13, thou art weary in the multitude of thy counsel. Let now the astrologers and the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators, stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. So let the Lord say, let all your sorcerers, your witches, your warlocks, your wizards, your top scientists, save your ass from this judgment. You're not. That's why Esau trying to go into space. And shit, trying to fly to different planets, trying to escape. Man. He's constantly exploring Mars and Saturn and shit like that, because he's trying to escape his judgment, man.
Supposed
They
looking
didn't
for a new
already
crib.
expose that shit. They found pictures of Mars side by side with Greenland. They look exactly the same.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Little rover out there on Earth, huh?
He's
They
trying
just
to open up
changed the
portals and shit.
Yeah. He said they are weary in their multitude of counsels. Hey man, that's crazy. That means everything they come to their tables and they can't figure out a way to succeed. You know?
Hey, they said a supercomputer. One of the elders brought this out. One of the supercomputers they had predicted they asked like pretty much they destruction.
Their destruction, yeah.
They predicted it.
Yeah.
It's like on SpongeBob, we kept shaking. No, when the
No.
super kept
Yeah.
on.
No.
Can I get some on this?
No.
That's funny.
No, it says, behold, they shall be as stubble, the fire shall burn them, they shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame, there shall not be a coal to warm at, nor a fire to sit before it.
It's judgment. That's that fire. That from that war. That's promised to this side, man. For sure.
We got a precept just to back it up. This is Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch.
Damn.
You see? So this is what's coming, man, a day that shall burn as an oven. And who's the most proud? Esau, man. right? So the scripture says that the proud shall be as stubble. Whatever you put into the fire, that residue that you get out, if it's residue, it's called stubble, man. You know? But the fire is going to burn them up, man.
Crazy part is, if you read the book of Obadiah, it told you who's going to take them down.
Yeah.
If I'm correct, it said the house of Jacob shall be a flame, the house of
Esau for stubble.
stubble.
You know, so they're going to get burned again. You know, this fire coming now, you know, it's going to cleanse the earth. Well, guess what? They're going to get burnt off the face of the earth, man. Right? Hey, that's the judgment for Esau and Edom. For all the atrocities and their perpetual hatred towards us, their judgment is to be wiped out, man.
Because I'm gonna add, you ain't only raised war on the Most High and His children, but you raised war on His creation. His earth. You know what I'm saying? This nigga's destroying the earth.
I got you.
You have more animals go extinct under his leadership than any other leadership, man, on the earth. You have all these kingdoms reign the earth, and you know, animals is just going extinct under Esau's ass, man. Yep. You know, they trying to get up out of here.
I'd rather be the Lord.
I got that.
Yeah,
This is Revelation 11 and verse 18. It reads, "And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth."
Woo. That's what we're patiently waiting for, man. Destroy these. You know what I'm saying? Let's look right now. These fake ass clouds right now above us, man. Fake ass snow. We could right now prove on camera if we wanted to with balls of snow if that shit had turned black, man. You know? You know what I'm saying? Who want to live in a world like this, man? You got to worry about toxins. You got to buy plastic bottled water. The plastic bad itself, and then you got to buy it with some water, bro. So you got to pretty much pick your
Pick your poison?
yeah, pick your the best of two evils.
Pick your poison, best of two evils.
Yeah, the
better
worst-
of two evils.
The better of two evils, man.
Yeah, right.
Either you want the poison sink water or you want the poison bottle water.
And
It's
all-
all defiled, bro.
yeah.
For all you know, it's probably all the same.
Yeah. Yeah, who's to say that not?
I'm not gonna lie. Look, a movie that showed it. Yeah, movie that showed it. If you go watch that old Scooby Doo, he said you drink out the toilet. He said so do you. That right there, if you really think about it, it's showing you that all the water is the same.
Yeah, I forget what they call it. I think it's called osmosis or something like that. They pretty much filter the water.
Reverse
Yeah.
osmosis.
And label it spring.
Yeah. Spring water. That's toilet
Had a
water.
few
You know
minerals.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Add a few minutes.
This nigga's a devil,
That
man.
goes into more of their witchcraft.
Yeah, that's witchcraft. It's no different than with the cups. The medium cup at you know
Oh, man.
the medium cup is if you pour the same amount of drink in a medium cup, it's the same amount of drink to fill up a large cup. That's witchcraft. That took a witch to sit there.
It's all the same. Hey, that's wrong.
That was a witch that came with that, bro. A crafty witch, bro. for the sake of what? Profit, man. That's Esau last.
This is it.
And don't add no ice to that cup. Oh, it's over with.
It's over. You ain't getting nothing now.
This is Habakkuk 2 in verse 5. It reads, "Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied."
And who do this fit other than Esau and Edom? He the only nation that got a harbor in every country. This damn devil cannot sit down. You know, he cannot stop messing with people, their laws, coming over trying to put his philosophies and his wine on people, man.
Yeah, they say transgressed by wine, meaning he got to get you drunk in order to, you know.
That boy is crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
You got to get drunk, man, in order to be.
Folks trying to get you off your rocker.
That's crazy.
And he was created to be that way. He was created to be the damn devil. And
Hey, you know what's crazy about what you just said? He got to get you drunk. If you watch any movie about Esau, when you first walk in the room, he pulling up a drink.
Oh,
There
yeah,
you go.
he is.
Oh, yeah. That's his MO.
You ain't talking business if you ain't drinking. You know what I'm saying? He'll pull out his scotch.
Oh, for sure.
He said this is my
Yeah,
private
yeah.
collection.
Why? Because when you're drunk, man, what you more relaxed, you more comfortable. You know, you're more laid back, and you're more easily, vulnerable to be manipulated, man. You see what I'm saying? And so he gonna put you at your, at your weakest point, man. Pretty much, and destroy. That's what he doing to a lot of these countries right now. That's why in Revelation 13 he said he gonna cause all. You see what I'm saying?
But now they waking up out of that that drunkenness, and now they mad. The nations are mad now.
Yeah.
Because now they seeing the result of following this devil, what it's doing to their country.
Exactly.
It's causing disorder and disruption in their countries, man. There was a video one of the brothers put out, I think it was one of the elders or something, and they was over in Afghanistan, and the women over there, you know, when America left, they got them hoes back in order quick, man.
Put them turbans.
You know what I'm saying? There was a woman over there, she was a reporter trying to come over there, Edomite. They like, hey, stand to the side, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she, well, they told me to stand to the side.
Yeah.
She was trying to keep her composure, but she was scared because them niggas got AK-47. They could have easily killed her right then and there, man.
And she
would've
humble
drenched
over
her.
there. She know her faith.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that's some of that wine that America has put upon these other countries, man. You know, was to, you know, get to their women. You know what I'm saying? And with this feminism shit. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, even that's a sign
Right.
that's the end of this place, man. You know, because what happened with Rome? Rome exalted its women, and what happened? They failed, man. Every time a nation exalt their women, right, they end up falling.
Right.
Every time. Never fails. Now you got America doing the same thing, man. And that whole democracy is going over the whole earth, and now every country that exalts their women is gonna fall, man. You know, they gonna fall anyways because they're wicked. You know, so hey,
It's back to Ezra, first Ezra. He said, "Men wicked."
We're wicked. I'll finish it off. Continuing on, Habakkuk 2 and 5, and down at the end of the verse it says, "And cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people." Shout.
I get this quick piece up to back you up.
Yeah.
Proverbs 4 and 16. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and then and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. You got it, bro.
Can you reread it? It's like
Hey, Proverbs 4 and 16. For they sleep not, except they done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall.
Yep. So the soul that was created in him was not upright. So yeah, they be in straits if they can't get what they quote unquote believe with stairs, and to make others fall off. You know what I'm saying? With their doctrine, their philosophies.
Pretty much, and they're not satisfied with the blessing, pretty much that Isaac gave him.
Yeah.
He's not satisfied with what he got already. He want more. You know what I'm saying? With that scripture you just read, he's not satisfied. You know, could you read that again?
Yeah.
You got trillions of dollars. You got all the gold, all the resources in your control, and you just want to just destroy people. You just want to go to war, blow shit up.
That's very. I just found a picture on my phone, bro. Talking about the Obama administration when they was in Iraq and Syria. It says some of 24,000 bombs were used in Iraq and Syria from the United States.
24,000 bombs.
Wow.
So how many people died from those explosions?
When you think about it, they went over there. You know,
They do that.
You know what I'm saying? It shows you right here how imagine you went over there to bomb them.
Not only did they do that, they did that to Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Yeah, like America, like you're terrible, man. You in everybody's yard. They don't want to follow your democracy. You bomb them. You find a way to destroy them, man. You know, it's either they pay tribute, just like in Rome. Either you pay tribute, right? You can keep your own custom, but follow this curriculum. If you don't, we're bombing you. Or if you don't, we're coming in with a legion. It's the same thing, man.
That's the kingpin. I ain't gonna lie to drugs. That's pretty much the kingpin. This my neighborhood. I want to expand. You get with the program and you get going.
Get out on the lay down.
And they don't even want you to keep their customs.
Nope.
They like, nigga, this is our customs. We want to keep our customs. Nigga, sodomite, here you go.
Or they'll come in and assimilate.
Talking
They'll
about
come in-
peace
they-
offering, little
yeah,
boy.
They'll come in acting like they want to be one of you, right?
Cap.
To go on their expeditions or do their research projects just to, kill your ass,
They
man.
were missionaries.
Yeah.
Because that's Esau for you. He was a cunning hunter. His whole purpose is to hunt. Hey, his blessing was a sword. So he's gonna put that shit to use.
And part of his sword, we just talking about, the tongue being, like a sword. That's his, his media.
Yeah.
You know, so it's say his tongue is like what the Native American call it, what he speaks with a forked tongue.
Yep.
You know?
Hey, why? Because he signed over 500 treaties with them and didn't keep one, man. Didn't keep not one.
And that forked tongue symbolizes a serpent, pretty much, man. He is the serpent of the earth.
You finna get it, James.
You know?
Hey, what's that scripture that say he had two horns like a lamb? He spake as a dragon. So he presents you to this two-party system. Because now you got Trump talking about running for 2024, but he's running under the guidance of he's for public executions, firing squads. You know what I'm saying, and other things. So which we know what that's going to go to, what that's going to lead to. You know, the persecution of the saints. You know. So this they use this right-left paradigm to keep your ass confused, man. But meanwhile, he speaks as a dragon.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
It's all the same. You never seen a bird fly with just one wing, man. You see what I'm saying? So through his like the brother was saying, through his Democrats and the Republicans, hey man, it's the same bird, man.
It's an illusion of choice.
For real.
Hey, go back to the media.
Hey, and it's same with that illusion of choice. For example, like Burger King and McDonald's can be owned by the same person, but it's just different names.
You know what's crazy?
That's how it is with all these businesses out here.
Like
It's the
Family
same
Dollar,
company.
Family Tree.
Another example. You got Walmart, Sam's Club.
Yeah, same.
But if you go to apply, they're the same thing.
things. Exactly. That's the illusion of choice, right? And it's all around us. You think you can go here because it's a different name, and it's all under the same parent company, because it's a company that's controlling all of this.
6 major companies.
Yeah, 6 major companies that controls everything, right? Because you got Beauty and Wit, it has a parent company, and they all under the same umbrella, man.
Likewise with the TV,
Yep.
you have the major corporations, and then all the following channels go underneath the order.
The beer, all alcohol, all that shit.
All that.
Alcohol, yeah.
Will give you that illusion of choice, thinking, oh yeah, I got the freedom to go here. Now you going to the same business.
And that's how you stay in power, man, through his deception.
And that's the thing. They said it should be no monopoly, but yeah, it's a monopoly. You just don't see
Yeah,
it.
they put. Yeah, if you know anything about that in school, they pretty much have to ban monopoly. But you really think about it, if I'm not mistaken, it was Ford. They pretty much made monopoly during that time. The Rockefellers, the Rothschilds.
Yeah.
So they're some hypocrites, They're gonna try to ban it, but they end up.
Well, who the fuck the emblem or the other nigga with the hat? That's the type of shit them niggas do. The hat with the cane.
Yeah.
So back in the 20s and shit, in the 30s. It was them devils, man. Jake was fucking catching hell, man.
And they knocked off Tesla.
Yeah, he could have. I believe he was probably in jail. Same way with which I believe they castrated George Washington Carver, man. But they say he spoke like a little girl when you actually heard his real voice. They castrated that man. Now you got Peter Pan Peanut Butter. You think he of course he ain't had no descendants. Nope. So Esau, man, you got a lot to pay, man.
You know how many inventions that the quote-unquote slaves created, but since they were slaves, it went automatically to the master?
Aunt Jemima.
Yeah, So that's what's happening right now, man. They took a lot of our inventions and claimed it after themselves. They didn't create shit but the patent office.
I own you, so I own that.
Hey, the cotton gin, man. A black person, I forgot the name, but created that, man. But that's part of the curses, man, as well too, man.
He's a parasite.
Right.
A fucking parasite. A parasite needs a host to survive, man. And that's his ass. He sucks the life out of everything. That's why you think it's so many earthquakes. You know what I'm saying? Even though he doing it himself with his witchcraft, his technology, or it's caused by him sucking up all the fucking oil out the earth, man.
Yeah, because the earth hate his ass, man. The earth hate this damn devil. So hey, it's bucking up against him. With the earthquakes and the volcanoes, man. Not giving them food. The lands, being vacant of water. Hey, the earth is tired of this place, man. I mean, the earth is tired of his rulership, not this place. No.
You want me to reread that for you? Or I got something else. This is Ecclesiasticus 40, and straight to the point, 16. It says, "The weed growing upon every water and bank of a river shall be pulled up before all grass."
Eat a weed. The weed, man. That's Esau, man. He's a weed. But he'll make Jake look like he's the problem of the earth. Jake the cancer of the earth. When Jake make this bitch flourish, man.
We the reason this bitch still running.
Bro, that's the spirit, bro. I literally seen on Twitter, some Edomite was talking about, like, they said, we'll give you reparations if y'all stop crime. Motherfucker, y'all the reason why we doing all this shit, bro. Y'all putting all this shit in our neighborhoods, bro.
just sitting back scheming? How you pull up a big ass truck with goodies in a hood?
Talk about
Everybody's
goodies.
starving, everybody hungry, and then you just gonna open the door and sit back and watch. And then come and arrest the people.
Bait cars and shit.
Yeah, you gonna come and arrest them for taking it? You put it right there.
That's
man.
no different than him shooting a fucking a hippo in the jungle, man.
Right.
Yeah, that's all that is, man.
Hey, we the most hunted gang.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, they love to go out and kill animals and put them on their wall and shit. But us, hey, people pay big money to kill us, man.
Hey,
You
they
know?
put us on that wall too. They use us as, you know.
Not just on the
Especially
wall,
like-
chairs,
Yeah.
floors,
Yeah.
shoes,
Neck
belts.
pads.
Bags, yep.
Because he's a bloodthirsty man, man.
I appreciate
Demon, bro.
This is Genesis. This is Genesis 27 and 41. Now, mind you, take into account this was written then, but you could apply it to now, to this day. This is still happening. Genesis 27 and 41. It says, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, meaning his mind, it says, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. So even then, he made it up in his mind. He said, okay, bet I'm a more for my father, because he's gonna pass, right? But afterwards, yeah, he plotted. All right, bet I'm gonna go after my brother.
Once daddy gone, I'm on that.
Because he felt as if he stole it from him. No, you gave it up.
It was a trade.
It was.
How you mad?
How you get
Tryna
mad?
renege.
Yeah, you trying to renege on it? This is a damn devil, man.
You mad cause you dumb?
You mad cause wait, hold on. So I gave you what you wanted, and now you want to take what you paid me back?
And that's his MO. That's what he does. He does that throughout the four corners of the earth. He makes deals with people and then breaks the deal.
Then once he get what he want,
That's a scammer.
once it's time to pay up, he don't want to pay, man.
Hey, that verse is the devil. That story alone proves that he's the devil, man. And he got it wrong.
This man can't. I'm starving. Give me that red pottage, right? Jacob, okay, I'll give it to you, but give me this blessing. It was an
I'm finding it
even
right now.
deal.
I'm finding it right now.
And you know what? That's a part of his blessing, man. Was that sword? He understood that. That's why Isaac said he was
got
going
it.
to rule by the sword, man. Because hey, he ain't really got to work for nothing, man. He could just go take it.
Take it, yeah.
You know, he could pretty much just go take it, man.
That's
Real
all he's
people,
been
man.
doing
Right.
since the Lord created him. All he's been doing is taking. You right? Assimilating, going into culture. He's a no people. You know, his whole heritage is somebody else's.
Culture
That's,
vulture.
that's
A
why
vagabond.
it said that weed growing upon every water or
Right.
something like that. 'Cause you could the water represents the people. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and I watched this documentary on Netflix. This damn Edomite photographer, and you can tell, bro, it's in his spirit. He goes to these different places, partaking in the cultures and the festivals of these damn heathen, and he's all into it, man.
Yeah.
All into it.
Some of
man.
the shows like that, they get on the food.
On the food, yeah.
No people. He's a no people.
Yeah.
Everybody else culture is his.
It's his.
You know?
He's all into it.
Y'all still want that Genesis 25? Let me show y'all.
Yeah, you get that too.
I'm gonna get this one. Yeah.
This is Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men.
The basis of man. And when you read that stuff, what happened to Nebuchadnezzar? The Lord took understanding away from him, made his ass like a beast, pretty much, and then gave the understanding back onto him. You know what I'm saying? And after,
He knew
Nebuchadnezzar
something
acknowledged
about
the Lord,
Yeah,
man.
acknowledge it.
He knew
Yeah,
something
fine.
You know what I'm saying? But Esau, he ain't gonna acknowledge the Lord. Because the Lord did that to him as a nation.
Yeah.
You know, when they was in Rome, they was in rulership. You know what happened? The Lord took all that away, and eventually led to, in the process of time, stripped his ass all his understanding away from him. They was base men, man. In the caves grunting and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Then out of nowhere, the Lord had dusted him off, shaved the hair off his back, and gave him a suit and tie. Now he runs the earth.
Yeah, the Lord had to bring him out for us, man. He had to bring him out that cave for us. You know, because we was ruling in wickedness. You know, so he had to bring that sword against us to punish us, man. So he what? He put him up on all, you know what I'm saying, they 2 feet instead of all 4s. You know, Now they know how to take baths and shit, you know. So hey, now they thinking since they got on they still stink. But they put on their suits and everything, thinking they higher than us and everything. But the Lord brought them out just to punish us, man.
Now they proud.
Little Caesar.
Yep.
Now he proud. Now he thought he got everything by his own means.
Yep.
I know it's the Heavenly Father via the left hand that gave you everything that you got, man.
Including his knowledge, his technology, the left hand. Because even when they worship these false gods and Satan and all these the Greek gods and the Roman gods, even to this day, the Lord is in control of the left. He gives the power over to the rituals and the blood sacrifices of these different humans and such. So they may seem that they're paying homage to these false deities when it's really to the Lord on the left hand.
Hey, because what they're worshiping, what demons?
Yeah.
Right. If the Lord the Lord controls the left hand and the right hand. What's on the right? The angels. Right. What's on the left? The demons, man. So you got these people that's actually seeing powers being manifested on the left hand side, but it's just the demons doing it. You know, it's just a demon showing their power that they got from who? Yahweh, man.
That's right.
You know,
It's really his power.
It's his
Borrowed.
power.
exactly. You know, so they all be. It's like an orchestra. The Lord is the one that's doing this. You know.
Yeah. Precept to the brother when he was talking about Esau Edom was sealed up, you know, and the Lord took that understanding from him. It said Revelations 20:2, and he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. And
They was bound 1,000 years, man, during the Dark Ages, man. But Jake was ruling, man. I think from like 325 AD, roughly to mid 1300s. 13, you know what I'm saying? Jake was ruling, man. And then after that, that's when the Lord, Esau started to come back into power during the Renaissance.
That's why the scripture says, their king shall be bound with fetters of iron. Because they bound kings. The first people that came over here were kings, man. Kings and princes that they bound and brought over here. So the same shall happen to them. It's gonna happen. Like history gonna repeat itself, and their king shall be bound, just like during the Dark Ages when we were ruling, they bound us, man. Because we were kings and princesses on the earth, and they put us in captivity and brought us over here in hard bondage,
Scripture say, he that leadeth in captivity shall go into captivity.
Oh yeah, I was going to say, the brother was saying, talking about the Renaissance, their rebirth period. The first pretty much prominent family, in that area, of Europe, was the Borgia family, or the Borgia family, the first crime family, It was in the 1400s and the 1500s.
Yeah. And they believe that the quote-unquote, the Red Shield people go back to them.
And the Knights Templars and secret societies like that.
Yeah, because that was the beginning of their power, their rise, from being, those beasts.
Hey, that the movie Godfather actually was patterned off the Borgia family.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
They had a show on
Netflix.
Netflix called The Borgias. Yeah. Now what's that nigga, the dude that was sleeping with his sister and shit?
Pretty much, it was like a love triangle between like the dad, the son, the daughter. It was weird, bro.
There ain't shit going on now amongst these Edomites, man.
Yeah. And it lightweight showed you that type of scene in Godfather where what's his name? Al Pacino. He was playing the Godfather and he kinda had a little thing for his sister. You know what I'm saying? So but it showed you that in that. Verse 3. Revelations 20:3 said, and cast him into the bottomless pit.
What's the bottomless pit? Oh, the bottomless pit, what? Europe. That's the bottomless pit. Why? Because it didn't bring forth minerals, right? It didn't bring forth resources that needed to survive, so they had to spread out and get those resources, man.
And we know that the pit is referred to the earth. Real quick, precept, second Esdras, 5:24. And it reads, and And of all the lands of the whole world, thou hast given thee one pit, and of all the flowers thereof of one lily. And that pit represents the land, which we know the Lord's land is Israel. But hey, you know, Europe is a bottomless pit. It's, like I think you said, no resources or nothing come out of there, man. No, you know. That's why they go out throughout the four corners of the earth and rob and take from other people's shit, man.
Had to get a lot of things imported. Kind of like America is. United States is like more of an imported, you know.
They made it like that.
Yeah, they make money from it. It's they money central. But over there, it's their headquarters.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right, that's their headquarters. Over here is where they get the most money from. Why? Because they got all these people buying. That's it. You got a whole. It's like a zoo, and we're the animals, and all we're doing is just buying, and they constantly, constantly giving us stuff to buy.
Yep.
To consume.
Yeah,
to consume. Yeah.
Consumerism.
That's it.
That's what they thrive on.
It said, and cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years shall be fulfilled.
So till 1,000 years be fulfilled, which means he was going to be, the Lord stripped understanding from him, man. He's going to be pretty much a no people. I got a quick precept. Job 30 and 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I will have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Yea, whereunto might the strength of their hand profit me, whom old ages was perished. For want and famine they were in solitary fleeing into the wilderness, in a former time desolate and waste. It's going to that the 1,000-year period, man. You know? I'm saying the Lord took understanding from them, man. It's crazy. That's mighty, bro. And it showed that there's prophecy, man. It was prophesied, man.
Yeah.
It says, who cut up mallows by the bushes and juniper roots for their meat. It's mighty. Esau, one of his favorite things, they like to eat marshmallows, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro.
And you think the juniper roots for their meat?
Yeah.
Because you think, what did you know, they like drinking the gin, and where did gin originate from? Juniper root. And then also, where is Esau mainly at? Over there in London. And if I'm not mistaken, that's one of the major countries. Yeah, where they produce the gin.
That's beautiful.
It's a spirit too. I just had some.
It said they were driven from among men. They cried after them as after thieves. Which when they went to the Caucasus Mountains, Georgia, Russia, we drove them, pretty much into those mountains, man. Because they was thieves, man. They say it was stories of Jake used to push them off cliffs and shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's why they got that I forget that origin of the story. I forget how it goes, right? No, I forget how it goes. Pretty much it's like an order, like a scary shit that they go over there. It's got something to do with their Christmas or something over there. With the little blackface shit.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I think that got something to do with it. I could be wrong. It's like it says to dwell in the cliffs of the valleys, in the caves of the earth, and in the rocks. Caucasus Mountains, man.
Yeah, hence Caucasian.
Shit. Yeah.
Cave dwellers.
So you think today why they make the skyscrapers, like standing dwelling in the high towers and such, because it reminds them of home. and then they don't wear coats, and you see Edomites with shorts and such, because it's within them. You know what I'm saying? Because in them caves and shit, it's not hot. You know what I'm saying? It's naturally cold.
Damn.
So what? Yeah, hey, they're used to it, man. It reminds them of home.
They want to make the whole world home. That's why you got concrete and
Yep.
shit, It's crazy, man. This is the mountains right here.
It says, verse 8.
If I can add to that, what y'all saying with the skyscrapers, when you go to a hotel and you book a room, the higher you go, the more expensive the room gets.
Yeah.
Even with living in penthouses, the higher, so they make it a delicacy because that's the vibration that this devil push. The higher you go, like G5 jets are very, very expensive. Then you go to they call it the Mile High Club. So they highly esteem stuff done in high places, man. because that's their nature.
Yeah, what? They the eagle. You know?
Exactly.
They the eagle. Hey, that's their bird. You know, so that they want to be as high as possible. You know, for that view.
I was gonna say even Hitler had he had a thing called the Eagle's Nest. They used to pretty much go up there. They used to talk. Hey, they had the summit in Davos, Switzerland. They was in the mountains.
Yeah, peak. Summit. Peak.
Yeah,
The word summit means peak.
Yeah, that's why they put the satellites. You know,
Bird's eye view.
out there, so they, like you said, that bird's eye view. You know,
Hey, what did they say when they landed? They said the eagle has landed.
yeah. That's what, like, because with those satellites, you know, they got like this really extra strong lens on it where they can zoom all the way down and see a whole penny and see the engravings on it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the vision. Like the eagle can see like that.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bird that flies higher than the eagle. Right? So that's it. So imagine that they up there, but they can see down and see the mouse just running in the field and shit. Falcon does? Okay.
It says verse 8, they were the children of fools, they children of base men, they were vouler than the earth. Base man, what we just read in Daniel 4, the Lord's put the base man in rule of the earth. He said it was valor. I'm gonna look at that word for valor, bro.
Hey, that Planet of the Apes, that 1968 version of Planet of the Apes, it said, "Beware the beast man."
That was the hardest part.
They said in the NLT it says they are nameless fools, outcasts from society.
Nameless.
Hey, what was Esau? He was Cain, a vagabond.
Yeah.
You know? This is all tying into Esau Edom, man. You know, an outcast of society, everybody who want to touch him want to kill him. I mean, everybody who, you know what I'm saying, see him want to kill him, man. You know?
It says the word for valor is nakah, to strike, scourge, or smite, to drive away. So they were driven away from amongst men, and this what's going to happen. You know, after this 1,000 years of a brutal captivity, you're going to be driven away from the planet Earth. You're going to be burnt off the earth, man.
That's right.
Because you've done too much, bro. You destroying the earth.
The kingdom of heaven cannot last forever if wickedness is still here. So they gotta go, man. You know, so the kingdom can last forever. It ain't gonna be no wickedness, you know, amongst the people, man. You know, the Israelites.
This is Psalms 9 and 5. It says, "Thou hast rebuked the heathen, thou hast destroyed the wicked, thou hast put out their name forever and ever. O thou enemy, destructions are come to a perpetual end, and thou hast destroyed cities, their memorial is perished with them. But the Lord shall endure forever, he hath prepared his throne for judgment." And like the brother always likes to mention, this was written in past tense, right? So this is going to happen. You know what I'm saying? With the Lord rebuking the heathen with what? His judgment, he's coming fire. And then also destroying the wicked, putting out their name forever. You know, first and foremost, putting him on a low estate where he's going to be in captivity. And then ultimately, like the brother's going into, being perished from the earth. You're not going to see no more pale flesh, man.
Man, this is weird. What y'all talking about is exactly what I was talking about earlier, with Esau coming down, man. You know, hey man, the Lord he gonna get those chains put on him, man. You know.
I was gonna say, and I like to mention, it said destructions are come to a perpetual end. You know, so all the war is gonna be no more. It's gonna be no more in the kingdom of heaven. So the war is gonna go right along with it.
That's right. Got a quick pre here. This is Job chapter 20. And I'm going to go at verse 8. It says, "He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yeah, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night." Verse 9, "The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him." You know? So this is what's going to happen to the wicked, man. Esau Edom. He shall puff away like a dream, man. Like a puff of smoke. You know? And that's how it's going to be. Like the Lord pinch us and we wake up. And we realize that this has all been but a dream, man. You know? Okay, so a little bit more on this is Job 20.
And you know, and with that being said, like, you ever had a really bad dream, you know, and you woke up and you was glad it was a dream?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh man,
man,
relieved.
that's how we gonna be, man. Like, man, it's over with. You know?
This is
like a
Joe.
woman, like a woman giving birth.
Yeah.
Contractions, and she just.
Yeah.
When you ever see a woman after she released that baby, that face just look relaxed.
Yeah, relax, yep.
Yeah. That relief. It's like relief. It's like with inflammation in your body, you get sick, and then that inflammation go away, and then your body get that relief. It's the same thing spiritually, man. You gonna get that spiritual relief. Finally being free from this torment. You know what I'm saying, that we've been going through, man.
Like Thanos after he snapped his fingers.
God, yeah.
He woke up in like paradise.
God, yeah.
He was chilling.
That's mighty, bro.
This is Joe.
Hey, Slocky, I'm sorry. Hey, cause what did the Lord say? He said, I will make them bow down. He said, I'm gonna make them bow down to worship at thy feet, to show them that I had loved thee. See how mighty that is, man? Hey, and that's gonna be a relief. You know what I'm saying? Cause this devil gonna, man, cause all this time, reason why he doing all he accuser of the brothers, man. You know? He accuser of the Akim out here, man. Look at them, they still out here, you know what I'm saying, sinning, still out here doing this, still doing that. And then he the one causing us to do certain things by setting up different laws, unrighteous decrees, polluting the food, you know, setting up snares and traps, you know, all of this shit, man.
Hey, he's gonna, if my ass, he's
Yeah.
gonna do it on the world stage, man. He's gonna persecute us.
So,
He's gonna paint the narrative that we the worst thing going.
Yep.
People gonna believe the shit, but meanwhile he's poisoning everything around him.
Cause he knows too. The scriptures say that you know, when we go off, the Most High, you know, He ain't with us. But when we do good, then the Most High is with us. But see, what He don't know, you know, and that's why I say that He say He gonna make them bow down at our feet to show them that He loved us. He gonna show this devil, man, that He always loved us, man, and He was always with us. Go ahead, brother.
This is Psalm chapter 50, starting at verse 19. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thy own mother's son. These things thou hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself. But I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes.
That's what's happening right now.
Yep.
Through the Spirit, the Lord is setting us up in order before their eyes, man. You know? Showing us that He loves us, showing them that He loves us. And man, that's beautiful, man, to be able to stand right here in great boldness in the face of our enemies, man.
And having that whole armor of Yahweh. So all of His fiery darts that He just, you know, He busting at us is being deflected. All through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shah, He ain't doing shit, man.
You know, like in Hancock, when they was shooting the bullets at him and he was just knocking them off and then that's exactly what's happening, man. You know, the bullets hit him, just wiping off the dirt and keeping it going, man.
Yeah, he probably turning red and shit. About to explode, like, what the hell? It ain't working. It ain't working, B.
No, I got some more on this.
Go ahead,
this is the book of Job, chapter 20 and verse 10. It says, His children shall seek to please the poor, and His hand shall restore their goods.
Because that guilty conscience, man. They know that not that long ago, it's a couple hundred years ago. That's two or three generations ago, man. I mean, our great grandparents was being whipped by their great grandparents, man, in chains and fetters of iron. So they got that guilty conscience, like that shit just happened, man. That shit just happened 3 generations ago. You know,
they know it's coming in.
They know it's coming in, so they're trying to seek to please the poor, man.
That's just like that one comedian. I forget his name. He was an Edomite. He was like, he's like, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, he was like, he said, man, what all the shit we did to those to the African Americans. He said, man, somebody got to pay for that shit. You know, so they know they got to pay for that shit. Like the brother saying, you know, It's that guilty conscience, man, eating away at it, man. You see a little bit of it here and there right now. You know what I'm saying? That they be trying to seek to please the poor, man.
And it's not because they're really sorry. It's more so because they know what happened to us is gonna happen to them.
That's
and
it,
they don't want that cup to be passed to them.
That's right.
Pretty much, man.
That cup, you forget 2 of them cups.
Yeah, you double.
Well, not double.
Then they got that,
You
they got
forget
that
2
false
shots.
sense of because this world teaches that it's a good thing to give to the poor, which it is. But if you give the poor, you go to soup kitchen, you go to all the soup kitchens you want. You ain't gonna get delivered. You still gonna have slavery.
That Christian mindset.
That Christian mindset. Well, I give to the poor. I go to the soup kitchen John. He said that stupid shit like, "What do you do for the poor?" I go to the soup kitchen every weekend. So I'm like, well, it's still gonna destroy your.
Because you still out here, what are you still doing? Being filthy and abominable.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You still not doing the will of the Heavenly Father. You could be good and nice to give shit away to people all damn day, but still being transgression of law.
And then you an Edomite.
Yeah.
So it's ain't no
That's another case.
repentance for you.
But when he brought up John Ephraim.
Oh.
No, the John is who we should work.
But he really ain't Ephraim. He Puerto Rican.
No, but we talking about the case as far as like they trying to seek to peace the poor.
Yeah.
As far as Jake, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Esau, whatever you do, you still going to captivity.
Yep.
Don't matter.
It don't matter, man.
Like that's gonna be equivalent to all of what you did. You think giving them some soup is equivalent to what the hell you did to us?
Hey, how do you get the money to buy the suit? Based off the blood, sweat, and tears before you get the money to go buy this. It's like that's wicked as hell, bro.
Hold on. We destroyed your heritage, but here's some soup.
Still got Jake's service.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what?
And then here it is. You giving other countries, other nations reparations right in our face.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Insult to injury, bro.
Insult to injury, man.
Then you set up Elam in your neighborhood.
Taskmaster.
Yeah.
And Elam and Ishmael
Come on, buddy.
out here, you know what I'm saying, taking our women and doing Lord knows what he what he want to do with them.
Yeah.
All types of madness, man.
I think Eddie Griffin said, man, how you gonna discover some shit already discovered? There's people already there.
Yeah.
What if I discover somebody's car after the show tonight? He said, man, you stole my car. He said, man, what you gonna do? You stole my car. He said, I didn't steal your car. I discovered it. I left a reservation for you in the trunk. Like the trunk part of the car is yours, but I own the whole thing. Esau, man, he tried to justify his wickedness. Like in their Talmud, they have to, in order for them to tell a lie and be so-called blameless in their eyes, they have to put the truth in your face and say, well, he saw it. We put the Hebrew in that one movie, the Ten Commandments, the old one. They put the Hebrew as the Paleo Hebrew on the tablet.
Damn.
They was like, well, we put the Hebrew in there. We put the Hebrew in The Simpsons. Bart was writing on his desk and shit. It was Paleo Hebrew. Well, they say, sorry, Lord, so we're blameless. No, nigga, no.
Cause you did it in the craft, nigga.
He did it in the craft. He did it without mention. As a matter of fact, these are the so-called Negroes language. They really are the true biblical Israelites. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. He left all of that out of it.
Yeah.
That's entrapment, man.
Yeah.
Well, now the Lord putting the Spirit upon him to reveal that, like with the South Park, saying that.
Oh yeah,
saying that the so-called black people are the real Israelites.
They making mockery with
That was mockery.
Yeah, it's mockery.
A white pale little baby angel coming into you like, come on, bro, that's mockery.
It is mockery.
And it's identity theft. That's what they doing. They stolen our identity. You got they saying anti that, but really we are that.
Right. Oh yeah, anti that.
Yeah.
Anti, you know what?
Yeah, you can't say that on camera.
Semi-automatic.
Yeah, anti-semi-automatic.
You got more than that?
I can continue on. This is Job chapter 20 and verse 11. It says, his bones are full of the sins of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust.
That's the sins of his youth, man. It's way back in the garden, man. When he beguiled Eve. The old serpent, man, who was the devil. His bones filled with the sins of his youth. So ever since that, man, the Lord been building a case on his ass. That's right. And in Judgment Day, he gonna execute.
That's all he ever known.
He gonna be sentenced to triple life sentence.
That's basically what they're saying. Like he was just created to be the man of sin.
Yes.
It's embedded in him, man. You know what I'm saying? Just to be wicked. You know?
And it said it all shall lie down with him in the dust, man.
Con, yeah.
Like, that dust represents what? That low state, confusion, man.
Confusion.
You know?
Even slavery.
Yep.
You know, that's where we was at. You know, that's where when we was before we knew the Lord. The Lord called us up out of that grave. You know, we came up out of it through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shalom Shah.
So after that 1,000 years, you're gonna be burned to dust.
Yep.
That's it.
That's
It's a stubble.
He gonna be stubble.
This is
He gonna be like you say, dust. You ever see some dust, like somebody like some bones being crushed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
cremation.
Cremated? Yeah, I've seen that.
There's no place of repentance for him.
Nope.
Oh yeah.
Like it says in Hebrews 12.
God. Though he seek it carefully with tears.
God.
He was like, I'm sorry. He stole my birthright.
Just like, like a little.
But he gave you your birthright.
Yeah.
He had you had the fatness of the earth.
God.
And then you destroyed the earth and the people in it with your wickedness, man. With your treachery.
So there ain't no talking to him. There ain't no vouching for him.
Nope.
There ain't nothing you can do for him, man.
It's only the turn they gonna turn on. Satan.
Who will pity a snake charmer, man? When he,
Oh,
once
yeah,
he gets bitten.
Yep.
Spiritual demons say gonna turn on.
Playing with the snake, then you get bit.
Playing with a bunch of wild animals. You got a nigga in a cage playing with a lion. And nigga get eaten up, man. How you gonna feel about it?
Hey,
that's his fault, man.
But that's how you know it's embedded in him. He the man of sin. You know, it's within his spiritual. You know, that's why the Most High got to get rid of him. You know what I'm saying? Because there ain't gonna be no more wickedness and evil. You know, once the Most High get rid of Esau. You know, that's the beautiful thing about it, man. It's gonna be finally peace. Peace, man. Good rest. Finally. Order. Structure. A true order in the world, man. This world ain't got no order right now. Look at it. You know, these people are all crazy right now and delusional. They ain't, you know, and it's all because of Esau.
That's right.
You know? That's why the scripture said we wrestle not against flesh and blood, about the principalities. You know what I'm saying? Because of Esau, man. Hey, the Lord is here at the water Yahweh Shem Yahushua for equipping us, you know, with the Holy Spirit, man, to be able to fight against these principalities, man. But the rest of this world, man, what is it? They man, bro. Man, this place is through.
And it's funny you say they crazy delusional. He got pink hair right here.
See?
Oh, bro, it get worse than that, bro. Walk around with gray hair. Like an anime character, bro.
Yeah, I be saying
Got
that.
gray hair, bro. Like,
Man.
like gray weave, pink weave, not neon green.
The worst is
weave.
neon gray, bro.
Neon green, like a highlighter, bro.
And then you having multiple colors in their hair.
I mean, and there's no reasoning with these people. You can't even reason because ain't no, like the scripture say, because ain't no soundness in them.
No, God.
You know what I'm saying? They're sick with putrefying sores, man. They are so gone. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, it's because of Esau.
Yeah.
Esau, he keep turning their head away, but it's really the Most High ultimately Slakia, because he blinded them. They'll hear some truth, you know what I'm saying, and then they'll be listening. Esau come and turn their hair right back to folly.
Yeah.
Look at me. You know what I'm saying? Wait a minute, don't listen to that. Don't listen to that. That makes too much sense for you.
He's the raven.
You know?
Esau's the raven when the seed
Yep.
is being thrown out. The ravens come and take them away.
Con, yep.
Esau's the bird that take the seeds away, the seeds that the Lord sowed. You know, it said, what it say, when the seed is being sown, Satan cometh immediately to take it away.
Con, yep.
Hey, but that's his job.
Yeah, it's his
you know,
job.
if you allow him to do his job, hey, that's your fault.
Yeah, God.
You know, because he's supposed to do his. He was set up to what? To cause you to fall out. But it's our job to, you know, stay in the spirit and keep repenting.
Exactly.
Keep fighting that. What it say? Rebuke Satan and he shall flee from you.
That's right.
Resist the devil long enough, he shall flee from you. It's his job to come tempt you. You know, and that's easier said than done.
Yeah.
You know, because it's easy to be tempted with the minute things. You know.
Yeah.
But it's just
Con, no, keep on talking, brother.
it's just to keep
You
fighting,
got
man.
it. Somebody get Micah 2:10.
gotta keep fighting. You gotta keep swinging. And that's the beautiful thing about it, because Yahushua is coming to take that fight off us completely, man.
That's it, man.
You ain't gonna have to swing at this sin, at the flesh no more, man. You know, and it's beautiful.
That's it right there, man. That's that peace.
Yeah.
That rest, man. No more fighting. You know, no more. Because look, we fighting against the principalities, man, in this wicked place, man. You know, all these different philosophies. The philosophy, man, these philosophies, that it could be in anything. You know, you ever sit there, you be watching the gangster movie, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes through the spirit, you got to catch yourself like, nah, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because the spirits on that shit, man.
Yeah.
You know, it could be anything. You know, it could be with the music. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, this shit, when you be listening to it, you like, this is a really wicked ass song. This is some wicked ass shit I'm listening to, man. Your flesh like it, yeah.
Doctor says Joe.
Yeah. This nigga just said.
This nigga said what?
Fuck my wife.
All the things your men won't do. Adulterous ass Joe. That song hard, but it's adulterous to the mud.
This whole ass supposed to be coming out here next week.
Wicked as hell, bro. Who got that? Go ahead, brother.
This is Micah 2 and verse 10.
Uh-huh.
Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
He said, arise ye and depart, man. Hey, because why? Like, we like pilgrims in the earth, spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Because why? You know what I'm saying? This is not our kingdom. This is not our rest. I don't mean like literally but I'm talking about spiritually. We got to be on guard, man. This ain't our rest. This ain't our kingdom. We're not even, this place, we're not being governed under our laws, man. We are, but we ain't.
Sovereignty.
Right, Khan. We up under this devil, man. You know what I'm saying? This ain't our rest. Because we're fighting a spiritual war right now, man. This is a spiritual battle. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta man, be like Paul said, circumspect. You know, you gotta be on your guard, man. You gotta pay attention to what's going on around you. You know, literally and spiritually. Go ahead, brother.
If I may add, the way to show you that this is spiritual, not physical, if you depart from here and you go somewhere else, their philosophy is still there.
Yep.
It's doctrines across the four corners of the earth.
That's it.
Hey, in the ancient world, we have to be on watch. We have to be on watch physically, you know, because of war and who might invade us and take our land. Now we gotta watch out for our souls, man.
That's right, brother. That's it.
The enemy, bro, he got weapons of all kinds, man. And it don't look like a weapon, but it's a weapon, like music. You just said it, you know. Music, they weaponize the music, man.
If I may ask, like in the movie, we always bring out the Matrix. When Morpheus told Neo, you see the woman in the red dress? You saw with the red dress, and he turned around, it was an agent.
Yeah.
Anything can, it's just many traps and snares out here, man.
There was a brother who made a video, I think Damari made a video of the lady in the red dress. You know, said that lady in the red dress is an agent for Esau. I mean, not agent for Esau, but agent for spiritual Satan.
Because you basically got to watch what's coming into your spirit. You can't allow this world to get into your spirit, man, and taint your spirit. You know? That's what makes this a war.
That's right.
It's like, go ahead, brother. No, you can.
I was going to say, then you got to question everything. Let's let you know you at war when you got to question everything.
Yeah.
Like, you just can never take anything for face value. Like, even with the news, you got to look at it like, all right, let me cipher it, you know what I'm saying? Which you should be doing any goddamn way. But it's just like, the fact that you got to question everything let you know we at war. The food, you got to look, you got to read your food. You know what I'm saying? But you got Jake now, they proud because I read my food. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you got to do that let you know we in hell, dude.
Right. You should be vexed. You should be vexed as hell. Like, why I got to read my goddamn food?
I don't have to go to a vitamin shop.
Why is they putting this shit in my food?
Yeah. Why is rice just not rice on the ingredients? All you gotta do is just take the shit out the fucking
Why is right enriched this with phosphorus, sulfite? Like, what the fuck is all this?
Why does a bottle of water have ingredients?
Bicarbonate soda, man.
What the hell? Somebody grab
You want me to finish
Ephesians 6 and 10. Yeah, finish that too. Ephesians 6 and 10.
I'm gonna start from the top.
Come on, go ahead.
Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
Uh-huh.
Because it is polluted it shall destroy you even with the sword destruction.
Yeah, that's why you can't get comfortable, man, because it's going to, hey, this place will destroy you, man, with all the distractions, you know, all the wicked pollution that's going on around you. You gotta be on guard, man, in the spirit, man, you know, because Satan, he coming from every direction. That's why the scriptures say resist him. Somebody can get that too. You know, go ahead with the, you got more than that? Go ahead, who got that Ephesians 6:10? You got it, right? Let this brother read it.
Ephesians 6:10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might.
See, we got to be strong in the Lord, man. So, and you know, basically, that means to be strong in the Lord. That means you got to be consistent and get built up more in the spirit. You know, because if you're not strong in the Lord, man, hey, you gonna be weak, and feeble in your mind, in your spirit, man. You know, you don't want to be feeble and weak, because then Satan's just gonna push you over, man. And you're gonna be defeated. Go ahead, bro.
It said, put on the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
Yeah, that's why you got to put on this whole armor, man. This whole armor is this word. You got to get built up in the spirit, man. Get covered up through the spirit. Power Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Be protected and covered by the spirit, man. You know. Go ahead.
For we wrestle not against flesh and blood,
yep,
but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Yeah, and that's through all of those different philosophies, them different spirits, those different perversions of in their music, in their TV, movies, all types of things, man. You gotta be paying attention, man. You know, you don't want to get tempted to a point where you getting comfortable in it. You know. Go ahead, bro.
Wherefore take onto you the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, having done all to stand.
That's it, man. And you want to be able to stand, man. You know, and be, you know, in that day when the Lord comes. Because if you ain't ready, hey, man, you're going to get destroyed with the rest of the wicked. You know, you want to be able to stand, you know, strong in that time, man. Because a lot of people going to turn to that seat to the hip. They're going to make men that make flesh their arm. You know what I'm saying? They ain't going to be able to resist this devil, man, in that time, man. Because they wasn't getting built up in the spirit. You know? They didn't build their relationship with the Lord.
Alright, because Esau, like you said, man, you know what I'm saying, when you watch these shows or you listen to these tunes,
yep,
you know what I'm saying, Esau got his subliminal messages and everything, and it's a war over communications, man, because it's all about, you know what I'm saying, mind control.
Yep.
Anybody got something? I got a precept.
That's a good point right there. It is all over mind control. You know? And that's what make a true man of war, man. Not letting this world control his mind. Because it's whatever your flesh is yielding to. That's what your God is. So like whatever, my bad, I said that wrong. If your flesh yield to this world, then that's your God. But if your spirit yield to the Lord, then you're going to be able to have control over your flesh. You'll be able to tell your flesh no.
Because they wasn't, you know what I'm saying, they wasn't getting built up with the word.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? They listening to Esau's word through his subliminal messages, man. So that's all that's going into their system.
That's right.
This is 2 Corinthians 10, verse 4.
There was more to this. Hold on. I didn't finish reading that. There's more to that. Yeah.
It's verse 14. Stand therefore, having your loins girded about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, taking the shield of faith, wherewith you may be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked.
That's it, man. So you can quench all those fiery darts, man. You know, that this devil coming at you with. You know, you'll be able to quench them. Put them out, man.
That's beautiful.
You know, put that out, man.
It's beautiful with the shield.
Con.
With the block, your shield is faith. So it shows you your faith can actually allow you to overcome a lot of things, man.
That's it.
Because that shield is blocking it. Your faith, all right, nah, my faith is not going to be destroyed because of this. Or my faith ain't going to be destroyed because of, you know what I'm saying? This world to try your faith.
Right. That's it.
You know what I'm saying? You got to keep that shield up, man.
And how the way he gonna try it with different what word I'm trying to use, like
Wows, man. Devices.
You can say wow. Tribulations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You might be going through hell. You know what I'm saying? And then Satan, you know, trying to make you quit. Like, see, look, man, you're losing because you want to be about God. You want to be about Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. The Lord ain't even dealing with you, you see? If he was dealing with you, because that's how Satan will mess with your mind. If he was dealing with you, you wouldn't be going through all of this right now. You might as well just go ahead and, you know, get back into the world and do you, because this is your heaven now. Try to trick you, man. Put you in a trick bag.
You know what's mighty too about that analogy? How that shield or your faith is the first line of defense.
God.
You got all these other armor pieces on, but you're going to put that shield up first. You know what I'm saying? Before you even hit your chest, you're going to put that faith up.
You know what? And you know what's so crazy? Because one of the things, and that's how, you know, too, the part of that armor is the word. Because, like, the things, when you be going through all those different hardships, different trials and tribulations, the first thing that popped in my mind is Job. And one of the things he said to his wife, he said, what do you think? We just gonna have all good, basically, and no bad.
Shall we receive good and not bad?
And not bad, you know. I'm like, you know, and that's edifying. You know what I'm saying? That's why we need these scriptures in us, because that's what's gonna get us through in those rough times, man. That's that, like the brother going into that faith. Hey, that we might be going through all of this hard time, but guess what? We gonna overcome this. We gonna get through this, man. As long as we have faith in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, we gonna get the victory.
Because it's the word is the fortitude.
Yep.
It's the sword.
It's fortitude. It's a sword, right? It's a sword.
It's you know what I'm saying? It's that shit. You know what I'm saying? That protects you.
Yeah.
Hey, so out of tribulation, when you go into the common root word tribute, basically when you're overcoming something, it's a tribute to the Most High, and this is the definition for it in the etymology. It says to pay, assign, grant, also a loop among the tribes or to a tribe from tribus, sense of offering, gift, token. So it's like a when you cause what was the whole thing with Satan and the Most High? He said, I bet you if
you get it, it's Matthew's 4.
I mean Satan and Job.
I bet you he can pretty much blaspheme you.
Yeah, he said, I bet you if you was to remove this hedge and let me deal with him, he will curse thee to thy face. And the Lord, and the Most High was like, nah, Job, my man. He said that he ain't gonna do that. And he said, all right. He said, well, if you take the hedge down, we'll see. They like, all right, go ahead.
And that's how you know. Look, that's mighty too. That's how you know the woman, the weaker vessel. Go ahead, you got it.
And that's the spirit, because what? That tribulation Job was going through was a tribute to the Most High. It was a tribute to say, see, I told you that was one of mine.
Yeah.
Because Satan, what he do, he comes down here to do what? Cause confusion.
And look what Job did when it came. Satan talked through that wicked woman. What did she say?
Curse the Lord and die.
Use people to get you to try to go off.
Yep.
Lady in the red dress.
Yeah, lady in the red dress.
What you said was like very mighty, because it's like what we're going through, our path, and what we all going through is pretty much a tribute to the Lord.
Right.
You know, so it's like, go through it, because this is your tribute. This is your tribute. This is how you, your grant to the Lord.
Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, Yahweh Shai gave. Hey, in order for us to be able to be cleansed as a nation, hey, Yahweh Shai had to give his life for us, man.
Yeah.
And what's so mighty about that is because he did what he did, he gets to sit on the right hand side of the Most High, man. He paid the ultimate tribute to the Most High, man. He laid his body down as a sacrifice, man. He said, I give you my life, Yahweh. That was the ultimate tribute.
Yeah. And then he laid his life down, but he altered what he did it for. It was the reason why he did it. It's the ultimate alms deed.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? He did it for a nation, a whole nation of people, man, the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, he laid down his life. He said, look, basically all Israel can eat for free. You know what I'm saying? And drink for free.
On my tab.
On me.
On me.
You know what I'm saying?
On me.
Man, that's mighty, man. But look, in turn, we got to be like the same way in the spirit, you know, to, man, get salvation, man.
Making our bodies a living sacrifice.
I got that right
That's
there.
the tribute. And that's the tribute to the Most High, man.
That's the tribute, yeah.
Hey, because through our sacrifice, who's to say the Lord may save your family? The children, which we believe, you know, we will hope to, you know, we will hope for that to happen.
Because what did he say? He said, I give you anything your heart desires. And one of those things would definitely be part of, hey, your family being, you know, saved. I ain't saying he might save them, he might not. You know,
I mean, technically in the end, they go all get saved.
He did already.
Yeah, he did.
Think about it,
You know,
yeah.
at the end of the day, like that's the sacrifice.
He did, but if they don't get right on this side though, they're gonna have to pay their own way. Because they didn't take his payment.
Like Job, his sons died. He gave him a new son.
Hey, so what are we doing to gain our ticket into heaven? We're giving the Lord his tribute. Because what? Guess what? When you go into tribute, it goes to tributary. So guess what? Everybody got to pay taxes, man. You live in this Esau kingdom, man. You got to pay taxes. Hey, the Lord taxing you too. You know what I'm saying?
What do you say? Give what to Caesar, man.
Bring it to the Lord, what the Lord is.
It shows you. It's tax, man.
Hey, you gotta pay that fee, man. Hey, what is that fee, man? What is the fee to salvation, man?
Hey, count the cost.
I got this right quick. Real quick, this is Romans 12 and 1. He said, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh.
That's right.
Which is your reasonable service.
It's reasonable for you to do this. Why? Because Yahweh gave his life for you, man. You know? So it's only right for you to give your life.
Right, and this is how Brother Paul going to tell you how to do it. How you do it? He says, and be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of Yahweh.
You know, we doing that, you know, we're practicing that and doing that right now on this stage, but you know, in the near future, we're gonna be transformed. With a new mind.
But
we're gonna be
even right now. You know, your mind is being renewed now.
Process.
You know, it's a process. You're being renewed in the mind right now through the Spirit, man.
Yeah, the kingdom of heaven starts within you.
That's right. That's right. The kingdom of heaven starts within you. The process of being renewed in the mind. That's part of being that sacrifice.
That's right.
Doing the will of the Heavenly Father and not doing your own will. Because here it is, we individuals. You see what I'm saying? So now, you know, so basically being, you know, doing an individual thing, we do our own individual lives or whatever. But that aside, we come together as a body to what? Serve the Lord.
Glorify him.
You know what I'm saying? And have the same like mind, like Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, and we're having that kind of mindset like the Most High, we forsake the things of this world. You know what I'm saying? Because the things of the flesh, you know what I'm saying, can be pleasing. You know what I'm saying? Being comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Being settled. You know what I'm saying? Got your lady. You know, you laid back eating some Lay's and popcorn. You know, enjoying life. Which ain't nothing wrong with doing that from time to time. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to, you know, get indulgent in because being too comfortable. Because what happens? other shit come with that, man. You forgetting about the Lord. You're not focused. So you get lukewarm. And you lose it. When you lukewarm, man, you be all weak. You be like a weak limp noodle. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no might, no fight in you. And then that's when you get your ass whooped out here, man. Satan just, I didn't know what happened because you was drunk. Go ahead,
it's
bro.
Like, cause think of it, we're like trees. And our Lord said, like, as a plant, the plant needs water, and if you don't water that plant's gonna wither.
Yep. That's it.
That plant's gonna wither, and the plant needs the sun. So if you're not having that intimate relationship with Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, because that's what reminded me, we're all individuals, and we all have our individual relationship with our Lord.
Yep.
You know, so we have to attend to that first and foremost, and then all the extra in the flesh, you know, it's a balance. All that comes second. You know?
Yep, that comes last.
Last, I should say.
It does, man. Because that's the spirit. I was thinking about that earlier today. Like, no, man. Telling myself, like, no, you gotta put what's first for the Lord. Do everything for the Lord first. And what pertains to you and what you like to do, you do that last, man. Don't worry about what you got to do right now. You worry about that later. You got to have some order and structure, man. You got to over your flesh. Sometimes you got to pray for that. You got to ask the Lord to give you that, man. Help me, Lord, to get some order and structure in my life. You know, because you could be all over the place. You know, and I'm speaking from experience. You know, just being all over the damn place at the same time, and then you be overwhelmed. You get to the point where you don't want to get to a point where you don't know where to start at. That's a hard place to be in when you don't even know where to begin. Because that place right there can make you give up. You know what I'm saying? It'll make you give up. You'll be like, you ever see somebody do that? You don't want to be in that spirit, bro.
If you think about it, that's like when somebody say, I'm going to clean up. You go in the house, you don't know where to start.
Yep.
Then you be like, all right, just give me about 5 minutes. Next thing you know, that 5 minutes, you're not cleaning at all.
No, man. You just got to get some order, man, in your life, man. And like the brother said, you got to have that intimate relationship with Yahweh Shem Yahushua first. Whether it be prayer, meditating, reading, fasting, paying tithes, being brotherly to the brothers. All of that comes first. Anything else is on the back burner. Your little shit can wait. When you really think about it, you be like, man, this shit can wait. Real talk, man. Go ahead, brother.
This is
That's because that's part of making yourself a living sacrifice too, man. Oh well, it's all good. Thanks. You had a spring in it. It had a spring in it.
This is St. John chapter 17. I'm gonna start at 1. It says, "These words spake Yahushua, and lifted up his eyes to heaven, and said, Father, the hour is come. Glorify thy Son, that thy Son also may glorify thee, as thou hast given him power over all flesh, that he should give eternal life to as many as thou hast given him. And this is life eternal, that they might know thee, the only true power, and Yahushua, the Hamashiach, whom thou hast sent." And so basically, man, this is Yahushua going into that hour, man, where he was going to have to pay tribute to the Most High for the children of Israel, man.
Yep.
He was gonna have to give his life for us, and in that moment he was glorifying not only himself, but he was glorifying Yahweh. It further goes into it, verse 4. "I have glorified thee on the earth. I have finished the work which thou gavest me to do, and now, O Father, glorify thou me with thine own self, with the glory which I had with thee before the world was."
See, that's what the Lord is doing. He's going to glorify himself through us, right? From us, delivering us, from our trials in this life.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be able to, give the Lord his glory as well. Like, yeah, look what I brought them from,
And what is a trial? A trial goes into a practice.
Test.
A test. So when it goes into trials and tribulations, it's saying you're being tried, and we're going to see whether or not, if you through your trial, are you giving
Stand the test of
right, are you giving good tribulation to the Lord through your trial? Because wow, through these trials, we gotta have integrity, as the elder was putting it. We gotta stand 10 toes down, man.
Yeah, like because he said he would bring us through the fire. And try us as silver and gold is tried. You know, basically, because silver and gold can withstand fire. You know, and so will the elect. The elect will be able to withstand those hard times, man. Those trials and tribulations. They'll be able to, like you said, still uphold their integrity. You know what I'm saying, through those times. They're not going to compromise and be like, you know what, the Lord will understand. I'm just going to do this just one time. All I got to do is hit this blunt.
Open up my mind.
You know what I'm saying? Open up my mind, you know, whatever. You know,
Stick with your mind, man.
I can't, hey, because you got to think, what was going on with Saul, man? Hey, Saul
all
had...
All I got to do is do this one robbery. He
went to that witch. He went to that witch to receive counsel from Samuel. Samuel came back like, he said, if the Lord ain't dealing with you, what am I going to do with you?
Right.
Like, what was the point of you calling me for? Like, I can't get a sit down lesson. I'm finna open my mind right quick so the spirit can flow within. Oh man, that ain't how that work, man.
That's why they call it gateways, man. Because it's a compromise to your mindset.
Yeah,
it's a direct attack on your mind.
It can compromise your judgments. It can cloud it, and how you make poor decisions.
Good,
you know.
Saul thought he was in the spirit. He was trying to kill King David. He like, if he do this, then he give him to me in my hands. and the Lord back door up like, no, David. Yeah, David take counsel on the ephod. Like, Lord, is they gonna give me up? Should I leave? And the Lord said, yeah, leave. And he left before Saul came into that earned city, man. That fit city to come get him. You know? But the point is, maintaining that integrity, man. Because at the end of the day, we finna face some things. It's gonna make a lot of people break. It's gonna break a lot of people, man. These trials, hey, the scripture says that I fall in the time of adversity, then thy strength is small. And a lot of men done fell out because they couldn't do 3 videos a week. A lot of men done fell out because long garments, or because of whatever decree that the elder apostles is giving. A lot of men said, I can't do it. It's too much. It said, I'm gonna go ahead and do my own thing. And a lot of times when Jake go out and do their own thing, you never hear from them again, man. And then they come back. If they do come back, they scoffing. There's a lot of things that we're gonna be tried in, man, right now, to glorify the Lord. Because when you overcome that trial, you glorifying the Lord, man.
Yeah, the ultimate trial is the Karagna.
Got a precept?
You know, go ahead, brother. That's what's really coming down the pipe more than anything right now. You know, but you know what the Lord is doing right now with us, He's preparing us for that. He's getting us spiritually and mentally ready. You know what I'm saying, for that time, man. Because it's going to be a time like nobody ever seen before in it. You know, that's never happened before on the earth. It's going to be really serious out here, man. You know, and they already prepping and exercising. I can see with their police, you know what I'm saying, military. You know, I seen them yesterday, the police flying all in military Humvees and Interacs. You know, in Chicago yesterday on the expressway, and I seen this morning Indiana doing the same thing. You know, they prepping, man. They getting ready. You know, they already know it's shit coming down the pipe, man. The system, the banking system, they already working on that. I was having problems this morning again with my bank account, man. I'm like, what the hell?
I think I have problems like once a month at this point.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Hey, man, we coming up on them times, man. We got to get ready. Yeah, we got to get ready in our spirits and our mind, man. Okay, that's why we can't, you know, be settled on our leads. You know, we can't be relaxed and comfortable here. Because hey, the man of the Lord and our spirit and mind, we already know. We got to be prepared for this. And all we got is the Lord to lean on. All we got is Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to cry and pray to and beg, man, that he prepare us for these times. We don't even really know. But we gotta, that's why you gotta kiss the sun, at least he be mad at you, man. Because if the sun mad at you, you ain't gonna be ready. You gonna cave in that time, man, and get weak. You know, could you imagine somebody putting a gun up to your wife's head and telling you if you don't take it, they're gonna spray her, kill your kids, or rape your wife, run a train on her, right in front of you, to try to make you give in, to make you compromise your integrity.
Or your kids.
Or your kids, man, that's right. You got to be built up in the spirit power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai for these times, man. And guess what? Hey, Lord willing, you don't have to go, you may not have to go through none of that, man. If you be right with the Lord will protect you and your family. And keep you safe from all of that, man.
Yeah, right here.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Sirach for Ecclesiasticus, chapter 33, verse 1. It says, there shall no evil happen unto him that feareth the Lord.
See, that's gonna be no evil that's gonna happen to him that fear the Lord, man. Him that fear the Lord is always gonna consider, you know, he gonna always be thinking on doing the will of the Heavenly Father, man. The Lord ain't gonna destroy them that's doing right by him. Go ahead.
It says, but in temptation, even again, he will deliver him.
Even in temptation, he gonna deliver him. He gonna give him a way out. Because why? He fear the Lord. That's the way out, man. Through the Spirit, man. Because he gonna be considering the Lord, man. I ain't doing that shit. Get thee behind me, Satan. Hey, Satan always got a way to try to get. He always try to find a way to get in. Somebody get that real quick too. Bible shot. Resist Satan, and he shall flee from you. You know, he always got to try to find. He try to find some kind of way. Like somebody get that too. He devoured him. I mean, he should sift you as wheat. Seeking that. I think it's the same thing, ain't it?
I got the wrong line.
Yeah, seeking like a raw lion. Yeah, kind.
A prime example, man. A lot of things that Jake don't do. Not to say it's gonna save you, or you know what I'm saying, you better than the next person because you do it. Is hey, we fast, man. We actually discipline our flesh. Hey, at that time, man, Jake is so used to instant gratification that when there's no food to be found, Jake is gonna panic, man. And that and as I'm hearing the elders speak, it might be a time where they present some abominable food before you, man. Yeah. And you gotta be like, nah, I'm not touching that, man.
You might have to fast.
You gonna have to fast.
Yep.
And because why? We already practicing these practices, right? Or it's gonna give us the strength to overcome it. And then guess what? As we resisted Satan, right? Hey, the Lord is gonna give us something to help us out.
Yeah, because he said what?
To give us an help.
He always did give you a way out. Like it'll be some food in front of you, like it's abominable, but right next to you is a dandelion. You see what I'm saying? Like it'll be a situation like that, or it'll be a lavender right next to you, but then it's pork presented. So the Lord will give you always a way out. You'll be like, nah, I don't want that. I'm gonna get this.
But necessarily, I was about to say that too. I was saying you might not necessarily have to fast. The Lord will probably get you a meal, so
right
you
there.
can eat, just like Daniel. You know what I'm saying? Daniel, he got fed, man.
Hey, like Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego.
Yeah.
When they was feeding them other captives, and they said, "Hey, we don't want this food." They said, "Let us eat of our own food." You know what I'm saying? And it showed in their countenance that they was like their countenance was way more healthy.
Yeah, they were livelier.
Yeah, you could see it in their countenance, but the other candidates, they was all fat, sloppy. Because they was just eating of the king's meat, man. And the king meat had them messed up, you know?
It was abominable food. Pork, swine.
Highly grease.
Yep.
Fatty. You think it was Babylon then? You know, nothing new under the sun. So take the delicacies now and then you could speculate like maybe that's what they were eating back then.
They said they was doing the same shit in Rome. They had the feasts in Rome. Rome was eating all kinds of ostriches, bears, fucking exotic meat. They call it exotic food.
Exotic, yeah.
Exotic meat, lions, tigers, like you said, deer.
Hey, Pastor Hart said it. He said last camp they was out teaching, man. He was like, you gotta be, you know, a sick person, man, to want to eat another human.
Yeah. Oh, yeah?
Another, like, you know, 'cause he's talking about the TED, the show.
A lot of animals don't eat cannibalism.
But why would you want to eat someone else when there's an abundance of food? But it got the scriptures.
Beasts.
Hey, that's the delicacy, man. Human flesh. Human flesh on this earth is a delicacy. You know, to them it is. To them. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Be frank. It's to them. Because that's what they do, man. They and then it's our meat they love to eat the most, man.
They ate some goddamn,
you know,
barbecue nose.
Yeah, you seen they had a young girl
Barbecue
like
nose
a chicken, like she was on a plate. It was a young woman. It was a young woman on a plate. It was like at a dinner. They just had her balled up like she was a turkey.
Damn.
The Delectable Negro is a book. Yeah, Delectable.
Yeah, we were food to them. They ate us.
What's somebody holding the scripture?
Yeah, barbecue shot. Resist Satan.
Con, yeah, you got that, and he got another. You get that one. Yeah.
This is James chapter 4 and verse 7.
Go ahead.
Submit yourselves therefore to the Most High. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you.
That's it. You got to submit yourself to the Most High, meaning you got to come up underneath Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. You know, do the will of the Heavenly Father. You know, get built up in the spirit, man. That's what's going to help you resist Satan. You know, because the words of the Most High is all, it's medicine. You know what I'm saying? And it's impurities. I mean, it's pure. And it's going to build you up, you know what I'm saying, to fight against the impurities of this world. You know? Go ahead.
Draw nigh to the Most High.
Draw nigh to the Most High. And the way you draw nigh to the Most High is reading, fasting, praying, man. Go ahead.
And he will draw nigh to you.
And he gonna draw nigh to you. You know? But you gotta read. You gotta pray to the Most High. That's important, man. Prayer is very important. Number one, the first thing you should be doing before you even start your day, man, is pray to the Most High. Thank the Most High for waking you in the morning, man. You know, pray for the brothers and the sisters that believe. Pray, just pray. You know, that's number one key. Prayer is very important. When you do that, the Most High draw near to you, man. When you talk to the Most High through the Spirit, man, He gonna deal with you. You know, He gonna teach you His ways, so you can unlearn the ways of this world, man, and be renewed in your mind to do the right thing, man. Go ahead.
Cleanse your hands, ye sinners.
See, look, and that's how you get your hands cleansed. You know, too. You know, praying, asking the Lord to have mercy on you, and actually, you know, putting forth action to stop sinning, to not do wickedness. Hey, and the Lord He be cleaning you off, man, making you better. Go ahead.
And purify your hearts, ye double-minded.
Purify your minds. You know, your mind, man. Get your mind right. You know what I'm saying? So you don't be, you know, double-minded anymore. Having one foot in the truth and one foot out. You gotta be solely dedicated, man, to serving the Lord. That's it on that, brother. Is one to that?
Two more. All right.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Give what you got.
Be afflicted and mourn and weep.
Mm-hmm.
Let your laughter be turned to mourning, and your joy to heaviness. Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, and He shall lift you up.
That's it, man. Hey, humble yourself in the sight of the Lord, and He gonna lift you up, man. You know? Could you imagine in that time, in that day when the Lord comes? You know? Because every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess that Yahweh Shai is Lord, man. But can you imagine Him putting a crown of life on your head and lifting you up and wiping your tears away and telling you, well done, my loyal, faithful, good servant? You know, hey, that's what you want. You want that end time. That should be your ultimate goal. You know, to get to that point, to get the prize, get the crown of life, man. That should be your prize. I mean, your goal, to get the prize, to cross the finish line, man.
You know, it shows you what state you got to be in when
Yeah.
the Lord comes,
Come.
the Lord returns.
Yep.
Give you that tale, like the scriptures let you know which state you're supposed to be in.
Yep.
If you're in a state of pridefulness or proud when the Lord returns, you're not going to be lifted up.
No.
You know, you're not humble to be lifted up, to get the blessing from the Lord. You know, you got to be in that state of humility or be in that low state to receive the blessing from the Lord, man.
You got to be in humility all the time.
For honor comes humility.
All the time, man. That's it, man. Because look, who am I? Man, I ain't, you know, my righteousness is as filthy rags, and I'm just trying to be right. That's the mindset that you got to be with the Lord. You got to ask the Lord to help you get there. You know, you like the brother going into, man. You got to stay humble. Because when you get all puffed up and proud, look at me. You know, the Lord gonna, you know, he got a way to chop your legs down. You know, he got a way to make you humble. You don't want to go there. Wake up with cancer or, you know what I'm saying, some crazy disease. Hey, because the Lord pissed off with you. The Lord could judge your ass, put you to death, or scare the shit out of you, put you in a life-threatening situation. Wake up with blisters all up under every toe. That sting and burn. Hey, the Lord know how to mess people up, bro, for real. He got numerous ways to really, really get your attention.
Hey, you know, I was actually laughing about that yesterday, man. Like how the Lord done did certain individuals like Antiochus, Antipater. Hey, he rotted him out from the inside out, man. Hey, he killed him slowly. God. But if you read the account, when you hear it out loud, it's hilarious because he was on his way to go slaughter Israel, and he was talking shit, and he said it was an angel that was behind him, which was Yahweh Shai. The angel of death was behind him. You got it, bro.
I would say also the story with Esther, you know, and Haman.
He got hanged by his own devices, or king of Babylon, man. Hey, he turned him into a big fucking bird. He had his ass with talents.
But he can also that ultimately though, real talk, he do that to Jake too though.
Good.
Don't get it twisted. Most High mess Jake up. Mess your ass up, man, because you out here bullshitting. Thinking it's a game. You know, and you don't want to get caught up like that. You hear me? Most High, and that's what Jake start running and crying to the Most High when he getting jacked up. Lord, I'm sorry. I don't want to go to prison.
You know, like too as well, like he can mess you up those ways, or it don't necessarily gotta be death. You got some people on this earth begging for death. You know, they just laying in the bed, just can't move. You know, they just can't move. They wish they can use their legs and all. They rather die than it just, you know what I'm saying, just be there just looking. Come on, man. You know, so it's some things on this earth that's worse than death, man. You know, hey, death is peaceable to some, man. You know?
Hey,
some people want to welcome death, man.
It's like, imagine some people like that in Jacob's trouble.
Like, really, you can't move, you can't do nothing, man. Come on.
Just gonna sit there, just die slowly.
There are things worse than death.
There are things worse than death, man. Because to be absent in his flesh is to be present with the Lord. That's beautiful.
And what did Samuel tell Saul when he brought him back from the dead? He said, I told you that the Lord has resisted thee since because of since you not sparing their king of Amalek. He said, now you and your son shall be with me. Where is Saul? I mean Samuel. Samuel was in the heavens, man. He said, now you and your sons is gonna be with me. You're going to be with the Most High now. So, go ahead. About your way.
Precept, if I may.
Go ahead, brother.
Back up to Brother Kazak. This is Ecclesiasticus 41 and 2, or Sirach 41 and 2. It reads, O death, acceptable is thy sentence unto the needy, and unto him whose strength faileth, that is now in the last age, and is vexed with all things, and to him that despaireth, and hath lost patience.
Because what happened on the Atlantic slave trade, man? Our people will actually take over a ship just to kill themselves. Some of them would just fall in the ocean, man, because they didn't want to have to deal with what was to come here in the Americas.
Damn, that's how you know it's in
Hey, shit, even now, like with that verse, hey, shit, like with the guillotines. So how death is sweet. You gonna be catching someone to hell to the point. You know, so the Lord may put the spit on you. They hit the spit on you like, fuck it, just go back to spear round. What's left here? Because you've been catching so much goddamn hell. You gotta imagine, man, you're gonna be in concentration camp. Who knows? They gonna be feeding you. You smelling fucking blood and shit. You know what I'm saying? You can imagine the mental turmoil that's gonna be going in people's head, even some of the prophets. Because some of us might be in concentration camps. Who knows?
Hey, the
You might be like, fuck, I'm just going to spear round, man. Fuck it, man.
Hey, you gonna pray? Hey, the scripture says it shall be a day where men shall desire to see one another, man.
Yeah.
Hey, because why? There's gonna be so much death. Hey, if you watch the book of Eli, man, in the very beginning of the scene, he laying like under a bunch of like flies and shit in a suit, looking at a cat. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get his bow aimed at the cat. And the cat, I think the cat was eating like some dead flesh. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of dead people in that wilderness, man. You know? And you're going to desire to see another man, especially a man of the Lord. As brothers, we're going to be desiring to see one another, man. I wonder how that brother doing. I hope the Lord taking care of him. I hope I can see him.
We praying for him. You know what I'm saying? That's like even now. We be praying. Because when we be reading in the scriptures, you meditate on it, it makes you pray for brothers even more.
Because it's coming.
It's coming.
Hey,
Yeah.
Apostle Tahaus and Apostle Remla was talking about that, man. You got to prepare your mind for death.
Yeah.
You could possibly die in this truth. Hey, like a soldier in war. You sign up for the military, you know in the back of your head, it's a possibility you could die on the battlefield. So how much more in this spiritual war, man? You know, you may be presented with the guillotine. You may not. You know, the Lord may have you, somewhat preserved until the chariots come.
And the guillotine is mercy. If we being honest, man,
It's a quick and swift death.
it's a mercy death from the Lord.
Honorable. Hey, what did our brother Solomon say? He said the day of death is better than the day of one's birth, man.
What did our brother Paul, beloved brother Paul said? Oh, death, where is thy sting?
Yeah, it says, some standing with you that shall not taste death. Those ones gonna get right delivered up.
That's right.
We have to have martyrs. We have to be witnesses for Yahweh Shem Yahshua.
And what's the martyrdom for? To glorify the Lord.
Yep.
You know?
Man, that's a beautiful path to go down because you automatically get your crown.
Hey, because it say, you get it. Since you said that, real quick, we're going to close off of this. Get Revelations 20 and 4. Because...
May I grab the third verse real quick?
Yeah, brother. Give what you got, brother.
Sirach 41 and 3. It reads, fear not the sentence of death. Remember them that have been before thee and that come after.
It said, fear not the sentence of death.
Right.
Don't fear, because it's going to, either way it go. These flesh is prone to death any goddamn way.
Yeah, because it's going to go into it.
You say Revelation what, Elder?
20 and 4.
I got it.
So you going to take the Karagma just to live and die anyway?
Yeah.
Wait,
You know?
you're going to take the Karagma to live and die horribly.
Yeah.
Temporary.
Because you got to think.
And then, because you said that, you get Revelations 14 and 8. I mean, start at 9. Then we're going to close out on that.
I got a free
Hey, because you got to think.
Yeah.
What did Yahweh Shai say, man?
Yeah.
Fear not him that can destroy the flesh, but fear him who can kill the flesh and the soul.
Let them get these precepts.
Harm the flesh and the soul.
Finish that real quick.
Ecclesiastes 41 and 3. Fear not the sentence of death. Remember them that have been before thee and that come after.
Dang.
For this is the sentence of the Lord over all flesh.
And we understood that on a broad scale back in the day, man. We didn't fear death. That came to us by these men, these mortal men. You know, back in the past, what Israelites, we knew death was coming. That's inevitable. You know, what you gonna do before you die? You know what I'm saying? That was our thought. Now, you know, only the elect is not fearing death. Majority of us, man, out there, they scared of it. That's what Esau can threaten you with, taking your life. But the men of the Lord, they know I had many lives. I've been here before.
But it's and that's the thing too, and being in the know through the Spirit though, now you know what you want to do in this life. And basically is you want to live by the will of the Heavenly Father. So when you do have to face the Lord, you can bring a good report. And hopefully He have mercy still, because we still ain't gonna be perfect. You know what I'm saying? real quick.
That was it on that.
Okay,
Get
and
the
I got
next
mine.
one.
I got mine right here. This is Revelation 20 and verse 4. It says, "And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them.
Yep.
And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai and for the word of Yahweh."
And that's it right there. See, that's the key, man. Look, you know, giving your life for the Lord, man. Being beheaded, that's an ultimate reward for that, man. Go ahead.
It says, "And which had not worshipped the beast,
they have not worshipped the beast." Go ahead.
Neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands.
Now all three of them are coincide with each other. It's the same thing. Go ahead.
It says, "And they live and reign with Hamashiach 1,000 years."
See, and they sat on thrones too. You know what I'm saying? Because why? They resisted. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't give in and take that Quran.
Faithful unto death.
They were faithful unto death. That's right. That's Revelations 2 and 10. You can get that
Crown of life
real quick. Go ahead, Taziar, with that other one. With that
Revelations 14 and 9.
Because this is what's gonna happen to people that take that Quran, or the ones that make flesh their arm. Go ahead.
It says Revelations 14 and 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, "If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his head, in his forehead, or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine."
And that's not talking about some sin. You know what I'm saying? Because I heard they were saying that sin
spiritual sin.
They were saying spiritual sin?
They said it was spiritual.
Spiritual.
They
were saying, that was a spiritual receiving.
Spiritual thing.
The mark is spiritual.
The mark is spiritual.
So how you gonna be able to buy and sell with the spirit?
How you gonna be able to buy and sell with the spirit?
Gonna be my spirit.
There has to be something physical. You know what I'm saying? That's implemented. You know what I'm saying? That's what they talking about. That's what the scriptures is talking about. Something physical being put inside of your body. You know, if you receive that, that means that you're receiving all three. That's just common sense. That means that you're saying, I'm with this new beast system. I'm with this. I'm part of this. I'm for this. Sign me up. That's what that means, man. If you take that grain of rice, that's what you're saying.
As we're talking about it, we see some candidates. We see some candidates right here.
He taking it.
Of course.
Yeah.
They both taking it.
They both taking
That must have.
But go ahead.
It is to a degree. It's an oath.
Yeah.
Basically, man.
It is an oath. That's why it's a spiritual digital oath. It's a digital oath because even with that was an oath. Getting that all put in your ear, saying that, hey, I'm gonna reign and he's gonna be I'm slacking. He's gonna be my master forever. His hand want to leave. Because he wanted to stay with his wife and his kids. You know, that's basically what a lot of people gonna be doing in that time. They're gonna sign up. You know, you got groups, different Hebrew Israelite groups out here. They pushing that false philosophy there because they got that world mindset still, man. They don't want to let this world go. They don't want to let their wife and family go, man. They don't want to lose. They didn't come in the truth and lose their life for the Lord, man. So they gonna lose their life on this side. You know, the Lord said he was willing to lose his own life, shall save his own life. But if he try to save his own life, shall lose his own life. They want to stay in the world, man.
Right.
Okay. Read on.
Verse 10. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the power, which is poured out without mixture.
It's gonna be poured out without mixture. That's why the scripture said they're gonna feel it by death, by pain. It's gonna be a terrible, terrible, terrible death, man. Go ahead. Painful, man. Go ahead. Because they ain't listened to the warning. The Lord has been warning you, telling you not to take it. And here's you goofies out here telling people to take it. Go ahead.
It says, which is poured out without mixture.
Yep.
And that's a straight shot of Black Label, man.
Yep.
It says
That's 1,000 proof. Go ahead.
into the cup of his indignation. Gonna put some hair on your chest.
Come on.
It says, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
Damn. Man, bro, you're gonna be, man, that's gotta be terrible, man. Because all of them gonna be screaming in that fire, and they gonna be screaming up to the Lord, Lord, we're sorry. And the Lord ain't gonna be listening to you, man.
Just looking at their ass.
Just looking at you, man. Lord. And the angels done threw you down in it.
Hey, the scripture says they're gonna mock you, man.
They gonna, man.
You're gonna be like, Lord. They're gonna be like, Lord, Lord.
Man, let him finish that real quick. Let him. You done with that one, right?
Come.
All right, go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 2, verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer.
Hey, fear none of those things which you're gonna suffer, because they're gonna be trying to come at you all types of ways, man. You know, gonna take you and lock you up in prison. You know what I'm saying? Kill your family or whatever. You know, try to make you take that carotid. You know, go ahead.
Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison.
Go ahead.
That ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days.
And you're gonna have tribulations 10 days. 10 days can be a day. 10 days can be a month. 10 days can be 10 days. Go ahead.
Be thou faithful unto death.
But be faithful, man. Endure it. Go through it, man. Wait. Hey, the Lord coming. Go ahead.
And I will give thee a crown of life.
Because the Lord is gonna reward you, man, with the crown of life, man. He's gonna give you life everlasting, eternal, everlasting life. That's what you're gonna get, man. Okay? With that, we're gonna give all praise and glory and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim, Kakadash.
Double honors to our apostles and our elders of Great Millstone and rule well. Peace and salutations to all the Akim out here, delivering this truth in the four corners of the earth, the truth and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers, man.
Shalom.
Aha, Slakia. Abad, Abad.
Abad, Abad. Chemotherapy 2023.
Soo.